This is the Cleveland Ford pregame show on MixTV.tv. Shop Cleveland Ford online at clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford, honest people, honest deals.
Gentlemen, it's the rivalry games here on MixTV.tv. Along with Stephen Shelton, I'm Denny Collins. We thank you for joining us here tonight. This Friday night where there's a forecast of flurries on the outside. And Stephen, we're hoping for a forecast of some dynamic and outstanding basketball here on the inside. Northern Bradley County at Walker Valley High School hosting Cleveland, the Raiders and the Lady Raiders, and what we anticipate to be a fun night. A lot going on. A lot of folks from the community out tonight. We hope to have some great basketball for you.
Yeah, it's raindrops in here, baby. Raindrops tonight. Denny, it's a tale of two cities, really, when you talk about these two programs, respectively. Walker Valley girls, young, starting three freshmen, one freshman, two sophomores, and got a junior in there mixed in. But at the end of the day, Cleveland Lady Raiders, they're looking to win, advance. They got a big game with Bradley next week to see if they could tie for first place in the district for the first time in many years. And they're looking for a trip back to the Glass House. And then when you go to that boys game, it's kind of flip the script. You got Walker Valley's men playing at a very high level right now. You got two guys that a lot of people are starting to talk about, two guys that could be named in that Mr. Basketball Finals with Turner Clayton. And so Turner playing at a very, very high level. And so is Zach Davis as well. So those guys are looking for a big night against some rivals. And for these seniors, remember, this would be the last time they get to play Cleveland High School on this home floor.
The Lady Raiders coming out on the court to their home crowd, or their visiting crowd, cheering them on. They're coming in at 17-3 overall, 6-1 in the district. The Lady Mustangs on the court looking to defend, 3-16 overall, 1-6 in the district. And Walker Valley, of course, we've talked about this, really trying to gain some momentum and build what was once a storied and tradition-rich program, trying to take a leap back here under Angela Campbell. They've made a few strides over the last few weeks and few games, and they're just searching for answers, and it's going to be a tall task for them tonight at home against a very talented Lady Raiders team.
Yeah, Angela was on the drive earlier on ESPN 101.3, and she was just talking about, hey, there's games that we know we're not supposed to win right now. And she said, but what we're trying to concentrate on is playing at a higher level. And they're also, something she said that I found interesting, they're working on trying to slow the game down. And for a lot of these, Jenny, we've been there, whether you're a sixth grader in middle school, whether you're a freshman in high school or a freshman in college, the game tends to get a lot faster in a blink of an eye. And so for this coaching staff at Walker Valley, it's about slowing the game down, getting these girls better, helping them compete. And she said for the first time almost all season, there's been a lot of smiles in practice here lately, and that's a good sign for this Lady Mustangs team.
And the Lady Mustangs, of course, looking for just a district win to get them in a position where they can be one of the top 4 seeds to advance. This year's a little bit different. They've rearranged some district standings and some new teams into the district. Bradley Central, of course, has joined the district at 7-0. They're leading the district. Cleveland 6-1, followed by Ottawa at 4-3. And then you have Eastham at 2-5, Howard at 1-6, and Walker Valley at 1-6. So you've got 3 teams there vying for one spot. Really seeding is what they're looking for. Top 4 out of the district tournament advance. So there is opportunity for the Lady Mustangs when they take on Howard, Eastham, and Ottawa.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you think about this, regular season, we've seen it. We've seen a team that is on the cusp sometimes of being that 2, 3, 4 seed, and they upset someone. They advance. They get a great draw, because when you get in that, if you advance out of that district, you play in that region. Where you advance in the district, you play that region. Sometimes then you get some upsets, and the draw that you get it is very favorable. And so, as you know, basketball is nothing but matchups, and that's survive and advance, and we're getting that time of year.
And tell us about that region, Stephen, as we get closer to February and the matchups and district tournament. As you look at that region, what kind of matchups can we look for, and teams can we look for?
Well, two teams we've heard for the last 3 or 4 years coming there, Cookeville and Coffee County, those two teams have just been head and shoulders above everyone else over there. Those are the two I expect to come out of that region as the top two. But you've got Lincoln County there at 15-4. They're 3-1 overall. Warren County looks like they would be the fourth team. Interesting, though, when we were growing up, and even after we grew up, Lainey Copeland here on the floor here tonight, but, even when her mom, Katie Caldwell, played for Bradley, Shelbyville was the juggernaut of this state. I don't care what you wanted to say. Everything ran through Shelbyville. It is hard to believe they are 0-4 and 6-15 overall in that Region 3 District 6. But Coffee County 3-1, Cookeville 3-1, Lincoln County 3-1, and then Warren County 1-3, 11-9 overall. And then Coffee County, though, the last three games of the season, tonight they'll be at Warren County. That should be a victory there. That'll push Warren County to 1-4. But they finish the season, Denny, they don't play until next Friday night against Cookeville, and that'll be for first place in that district. And then Lincoln County, they'll play in the last regular season game February the 10th. So Coffee County is going to end with a region or with a district schedule here. But then Coffee County, Cookeville next Friday night should be a barn burner.
And let's turn to the Lady Raiders, 17-3, 6-1, and of course a phenomenal year. And they have been trending upwards for the last 3 years. And I think maybe not so surprising, but I think there was a loss. Lauren Hurst moved on. Her career was over. Now she's at University of Tennessee as a Lady Vol, and there were questions about this team. The talent was there, but 17-3, 6-1, and they're looking to be one of the premier teams in the area. They're playing really well right now, Steve.
Well, I think when you see what Cleveland's been able to do the last few years, and this team is a team they've been following since middle school, much like the Walker Valley men. This team, this senior team, is a team that Walker Valley's been waiting to get here for years, and they've proven it was worth the wait. And so for the Lady Raiders, a lot of time it's about timing. And just think if Lauren Hurst would have been 1 year younger with this group, my goodness, what it would have been. But this nucleus for the Lady Raiders, they're not going anywhere. They're going to bring back most of these girls next year, but they are primed and ready, I believe, to make Coach Hensley doing a great job there, getting them ready to take another trip possibly back to Murfreesboro. And again, it looks favorable the way they are playing right now, especially on the defensive end.
It's Rivalry Night, the Rivalry Game Series on MixTV.tv. We're so thankful that you've joined us here on a cold Friday night here at Walker Valley High School. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, do a little more preview of the girls' game. We'll talk about the players, starting lineups, and give you all the action as we set to tip here in just a few minutes. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Over 60% of teenage casualties in drinking and driving crashes do not wear a seatbelt.
1 in 3 high school students have ridden in a car 1 or more times with someone who's been drinking.
Texting while driving increases the risk of crashing by 23 times.
Don't become a statistic, be part of the solution.
Car crashes are the leading cause of death among teens, 1/3 of which are from drinking or drugs.
Brittany's kids say,
Choices matter.
Buckle up.
Calm down.
Drive safe and sober.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
Mix 104.1 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
This is the Cleveland Ford pregame show on MixTV.tv. Shop Cleveland Ford online at clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford, honest people, honest deals.
Welcome back, MixTV.tv, the Rivalry Game Series, where we continue tonight on the northern end of Bradley County at Walker Valley High School. The Mustangs and Lady Mustangs welcome in the Raiders and Lady Raiders for this district contest. Game 2 for them. They've already played at the, I always want to say the Raider Dome, at the Raider Arena, that beautiful facility. The Raider Dome dates us a little bit. A lot of big-time contests, not so much Walker Valley, although they were around when the Dome was around, but big-time contest previously. And Cleveland, the Lady Raiders took care of the Lady Mustangs at home earlier in the year, and they look to do so again tonight. Let's talk about it, Stephen.
Yeah, I mean, Walker Valley went down there on December 9th, got beat 53-17. It was not a great night for the Lady Mustangs, but that was coming off a loss they had to Innsworth, Cleveland. You know, Cleveland's lost 3 games this year. They lost to Innsworth 54-47. That's a close 7-point loss there. And then they lose to Bradley by 9 as when your coach is actively in having a baby in labor during the game. They lose by 9 at Bradley Central, and then they go on a 6-game winning streak. Then they end up losing December the 30th against Maryville, 73-69 in Nashville at Franklin Road Academy. So they're on a 5-game winning streak. They defeated Ottawa at Howard, at East Hamilton, at Ottawa, and then they defeated Howard again there. So kind of weaker part of that schedule. Now that they come back and they've got now they're here at Walker Valley tonight. They have East Hamilton at home. They have Bradley at home. Then they finish at Oak Ridge and Bearden at home. So they finish strong. Bradley Central at Oak Ridge and Bearden is a pretty tough way to go into the district tournament.
So some of the players we're going to talk about tonight, Stephen, for the Lady Raiders, of course, you've already mentioned Lainey Copeland, and she was the district MVP last year. Who else are we going to talk about tonight for the Lady Raiders?
Well, I mean, I think Izzy Smith's playing well. You know, she shot the ball pretty well. Rodriguez, man, I tell you, I really like her motor, the way she gets up and down the floor and plays really hard. So, you know, there's just with the Lady Raiders, it's all about the flow. It's all about they want to get out. They want to push the basketball. They want Copeland to create. Copeland doesn't shoot the ball a decent amount, but she does. She's able to distribute the ball very well. She finds the open person. They take some really good quality shots. They just do a lot of good things, and I know that Bradley Central's already got that thing marked on their calendar for next week, and they know going to the Raider Arena to play this Lady Raiders team who knows they should have played. If they'd played a little bit better, it could have been a totally different situation at Bradley. So anytime you have the #1 team in the state of Tennessee coming to your house and you have a chance to beat them and tie for a district regular season district championship, you know those girls are going to be up for it. The thing that Coach Hensley's got to do is make sure that games like this that you're supposed to win, then you know how it is. You start looking past that. You start looking at games that you're a little more maybe interested in, and that's something they cannot afford to do tonight.
Bianca Hensley, the head coach, Martin Hensley, her assistant, along with Holly Stroud. Some other names you'll hear tonight. Addison Gravel, we called her name a lot, and she's a very prominent player for the Lady Raiders. Also, Emily Patterson, the junior, coming off injury. She's had a few injuries, a big piece for the Lady Raiders, and one thing you'll notice, they're very young, Stephen, so like you alluded to, they'll be around for another few years for sure. Flipping over to the Lady Mustangs, coached by Angela Campbell, assisted by Monty Frazier. Some of the names on there, of course, the one that jumps out to you, senior Lila Sims. We talked about her during our Bradley broadcast. Lila, a strong athlete and somebody that's kind of a do-it-all type player. They're going to count on her tonight, Stephen.
Yeah, Jemiah Lindsay's another name that we heard a lot down there at Bradley when they played there. And so, I mean, this Walker Valley team, when you look at this Walker Valley roster and you see one senior, I mean, that bodes pretty well for the future for Walker Valley. It's about developing, and these are measuring sticks. When you play, the top teams in your district, and you kind of measure yourself against them. And for Walker Valley tonight, it's a measuring stick, and it's Hall of Fame night. It's a lot of things going on here at the campus of Walker Valley, and that's got to excite their girls. I mean, it's a great crowd already on hand tonight, and I'm looking forward to see how they come out early, because I think it's key for Walker Valley's Lady Mustangs to come out early and get a little momentum if they want to try to compete, especially going in that second half.
Well, you alluded to this, and we'll talk about it throughout the night. A lot going on here on the campus of Walker Valley High School. What all can we look forward to tonight here at Walker Valley?
Well, you've got between the boys and girls game, you got Hall of Fame night. they're going to induct 6 people tonight, and all of these names, if you're Walker Valley fans, you'll remember these: April Richards, Ashley Bain, Mindy Cox, Tracy McCamus Elder, Ryan Frazier, Colton Gibson, and those are Denny, those are some folks that really left their mark here on this campus.
Absolutely, powerhouse names, and the horn has sounded. We're getting ready for the introduction of players and the national anthem. I believe we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer, and we'll do the national anthem here. We hope you join us as we honor America here to start our broadcast.
Before we get to these games, we're going to have the national anthem. If you would please rise, stand with your caps. This will be sung by Junior Carson Humboldt. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Let's get to the starting line. First, the Lady Raiders coming on the ladies program. 32, Izzy Smith.
All right, back on MixTV.tv. Thank you for joining us here on Rivalry Night. And again, it's a big night for college or high school basketball. College will be tomorrow, Stephen. As we announce the starters for the Lady Raiders, you see, of course, the usual suspects coming out. The expected starters for the Lady Raiders there. And we talk about the Lady Mustangs. You alluded to it earlier. What does each team have to do to start out hot?
Well, I think, Cleveland just wants to go get it and run. I think they want to create turnovers, a lot of turnovers. I think that's the key to their game. Just like we saw at Walker Valley with Bradley, when they had 12 turnovers in the first quarter in that game. I think Cleveland, that's their recipe as well. They want to make Walker Valley turn the ball over, get a lot of point opportunities there in this first quarter, and kind of put Walker Valley back in a corner a little bit. For Walker Valley, you've got to come out with confidence. You've got to protect the basketball. You've got to make some shots. You've got to hit some open shots. They need to hit some open threes and knock some down to really get themselves where they've got a puncher's chance in that second half. What they don't want to do is be down 10 or 15 going into halftime. That's a recipe for disaster there when you're playing a team as talented as the Lady Raiders.
Well, we're ready to tip it off, and we're so thankful that you've joined us here. We hope it's a great night, and we appreciate you joining us on the broadcast if you're here on television. If not, you're forced to listen to Terry Evans and Greg Phillips on the radio call. What we may do is flip at halftime.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was going to say their headsets, I can see them. Terry's headset looks a lot larger than Greg's.
We'll get into the headset dynamic quickly. You can see them in the top right-hand corner of our screen. They're going to get more screen time tonight than we will, as we're situated here on the home side up in the middle at the Walker Valley Gymnasium. Quick three from Copeland, and you talked about her, really her shot volume is not what you would think it would be from a player of her caliber.
Yeah, she just, again, more of a facilitator in this offense. She does score off the fast breaks quite a bit, but it's one of those deals that I think you'll probably see her score more next year as a senior. But right now in this the way they have this offense built for Laney is more of just getting it to the conversion.
That's a two, and there a long two from McKenna Good as she caught in fire, and an early lead here for the Lady Mustangs, 2-0 as they come out. Nice shot there from Good, top of the key. Good pass underneath. Layup's going to be up and good. We'll give you the starters. That was Huffman. So the starting lineup for the Lady Raiders is going to be Lainey Copeland, Izzy Smith, Aria Huffman, Alanis Rodriguez, and Emily Patterson for the Lady Mustangs as they struggle to get the ball across. McKenna Good, Lila Sims, Kasia Cox, Madeline McDonald, and Kinsley Stanzel. That's who's going to start the game for the Lady Mustangs. What do you expect from a roster perspective? A lot of bodies tonight, or do you think you keep it pretty tight?
I think it's going to be pretty not tight for the Walker Valley Lady Mustangs. They're going to try to stay in there. It's big three-pointer by Huffman, give her 5. So, but Walker Valley again, just got to be ready offensively. You saw this last turnover, the first turnover of the night there. They've got to be. Going to have a timeout, I believe, but just got to be a little more ready, a little more focused.
We'll keep it here, and I like this timeout because we watched this at Bradley Central, Stephen, just snowballed in a hurry. Yeah. And, you know, Bradley Central had a young lady at the top of their pressure really commanding some attention and doing some damage to Walker Valley. An early timeout here to settle things in. So one turnover, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, she's got, listen, calm down. Calm down. We understand what we're doing. We understand they're going to press. They're going to put a lot of pressure on us, but we've worked on that all week. This is what we worked on. Let's not forget the fundamentals that we worked on. And so I think that's a great timeout by Coach Campbell.
Well, you alluded to it as well. Really the need for the Lady Mustangs to slow the game down. Not necessarily on the court, but in your mind. Slow the game down mentally. And that's hard to do against such a strong defensive team like Cleveland.
Yeah, they're coming to trap, and they're coming up trying to trap a little bit. They're doing everything I thought they would do to disrupt Walker Valley's offense, to create turnovers. But Walker Valley, again, just ball control the clock. Walker Valley's not looking to outscore you, so, using a little bit of time there is not a bad idea, especially in women's basketball with no shot clock.
That was Madeline McDonald with a good look. Could not get it to go, and Cleveland's going to rebound and quickly go back the other way where they have a turnover, trying to get the ball into Emily Patterson. So, Walker Valley can absolutely benefit. They're so often the victim of that lopsided turnover battle on the stat sheet. And there's another one.
Yeah, just skip past there is just too much for Walker Valley. It's, again, he's got a charge call there.
Huffman's going to drive and get a charge call. I'd like to see that one again. Not sure we can draw it up. Don't want to criticize officiating. That's a tough call early if you're a Lady Raiders fan.
That is one, not an easy one to swallow for sure. But again, Walker Valley, just slow the game down. Just slow it down as you see here.
Now this is outstanding right here. This is some great camera work, great production.
She extended.
Got the arm bar extended. Okay.
You can use the use the forearm, but you cannot extend.
Point of emphasis for the officiating crew. Great call. So great call there from the officials, and great work by the production team. Camera crew was on point tonight because we've got a little different setup here at Walker Valley. Those of you that have been to the north end in this gym know the
challenges,
the complexies. There you go. Challenges of the gym, and our camera crew, nice drive, incredible drive from Stanzel as she forces it up and in. Walker Valley showing early signs of life here,
That's
Steven.
a freshman. That's a freshman that just did that. That's a good move, good finish.
Yeah, and that's got to be exciting to this home base as they see some of the younger players really, kind of take ownership and say, hey, we're going to take control of this. And right back the other way, Copeland with a 3, her second 3. She's 1 of 2 tonight, so some early shots for Laney.
Yeah, and again, Walker Valley, the pressure they're putting on the Cleveland guards. Again, I'm not challenging what the coaching staff's telling them, but when they're that far out, Cleveland's not known for bombing the threes here.
Dude, she gets the interior pass and goes up and good. So that's her 4th point. 8-6 here, Lady Raiders. So again, you can see what happens as Copeland puts up another 3, her 3rd shot. No good. Rebound will be pulled away, corralled by the Lady Mustangs. You can see what can happen when Walker Valley limits those turnovers.
Yep.
Another 3, McDonald from way downtown. Wow. This is a start that is a dream for the Lady Mustang coaching staff.
Again, I wouldn't pressure the ball out here, Denny. I'm going to pack it in a little bit more. I'm going to make Cleveland shoot me back out there. I am not going to go challenge them.
Another long three brought down by Patterson. Her putback no good, and a rebound from the Lady Mustangs.
Again, slow it down. I'm just slowing it. I'm walking it up right here. I'm not wanting to push because you're not wanting to play into Cleveland's game plan.
Sims will bring it up. She's looking for some help. We'll find McDonald on the drive and a turnover. So really want to limit those empty possessions as they steam ahead. Layup up and good. Lady Copeland. So her 5th point talks about, to your point, slow the game down, slow it down. Let's value each possession.
Well, 40% of Cleveland's points right now have come off turnovers. So I mean, you've got to slow it down. Stop dribbling through all the traffic. Nice cut.
Unbelievable cut. Couldn't get it. Gets her own board. Great cut and pass from Sims. And almost a turnover. Good shot is good.
Good.
A 3.
What?
Good.
7.
Not sure what was in her Wheaties this morning, but fantastic.
Timeout, Cleveland.
Cleveland with the early timeout. 12-10 your score on the back of McKenna Good, who has 7 early points here for the Lady Mustangs. It's a full timeout. We'll take 30 and be back quickly here on MixTV.tv.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, but only for a limited time. Choose from the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, Hot Ham and Cheese, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, and our Hand-Breaded Chicken Tender Wraps. The Original Bag. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, just $6.99. At Hardee's.
You're watching MixTV.tv. The Rivalry Games first period coverage is presented by Cleveland Ford. Think Cleveland Ford first when shopping for your next vehicle. Go to clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford. Honest people, honest deals.
Back on MixTV.tv. We're 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and the home team, the host Lady Mustangs, coming out hot early, thanks to McKenna Good, Steve.
Well, I said you had to hit some threes, and they've done that. They protected the basketball and had 3 turnovers with 2 minutes to go, 2.5 minutes to go before the end of the first quarter. So again, I'm not challenging them. They're not. I'm not getting outside the 3-point line defensively if I'm Walker Valley. I want them to make me defend them by hitting a few threes and proving they can shoot from out there. Because that's exactly what I was right there, Denny. You go challenge them. Cleveland's so athletic, they're going to blow right by you. Make them shoot me out of it.
And a long 3. Cleveland struggling here early in this game. Getting good looks, but struggling to knock down the open shot. Walker Valley back the other way. So it's McDonald looking to set up the offense. She'll find Sims and we'll reset here. 12-10 your score. We thank you for joining us on MixTV.tv. The rivalry series here. We're in game 2 of this rivalry game. Lady Mustangs and the shot no good there. McDonald. Lady Mustangs and Lady Raiders battled at Cleveland earlier in the season. Lady Raiders coming out on top. And this is the rematch as a drive no good. Good pulls it down. And so Good's all over the stat sheet early, Stephen.
Yeah, she's playing a really good game. They got to slow it down a little bit more. That's not a great shot. It's going to be Cleveland basketball, but not a great shot. But slow it down. The clock is your friend right now. Learn to play with the lead. Slow down the offense. And again, Denny, Cleveland's not shooting the ball very well from outside. I'm packing it in right here and daring them to shoot it from out there.
As we've talked about with Walker Valley, really the concern from this coaching staff has been turnovers. And you can tell when they limit those turnovers and they have opportunities to score, they take advantage of it. As we see a shot up and good there. I believe that's Jada Davis. Jada Davis, who's checked into the game, her shot is good, tying the game. As they limit those turnovers, you can see what they're capable of if they can only sustain the possession.
So they got to come help. They've got to come help this. She's dribbling through 3 people like the Harlem Globetrotters.
If that goes in, oh mercy, that would have been a prime time ESPN highlight. Good shot, no good. Kicked it back out. A long shot there from Stanzel, no good. So a couple of opportunities, Stephen.
You could eat the rest of that clock up, Denny. You had a minute to go. You kicked it back out. Reset your offense. You can't just keep jacking it every time you touch it.
Cleveland will reset with a tie ball game, and it's been a while since they've been in a game this close. A 3-pointer, no good there from Copeland. And Cleveland struggling offensively in the half-court set.
Yeah, again, they're not shooting the ball very well at all. if I'm Walker Valley, I'm trying to make sure that they don't get going on the inside. So let them keep launching out there. I know I'm beating a dead horse here a little bit on that, but it's basketball 101. I mean, don't let them blow by you. Don't let them get those layups. Don't let them get going offensively. You want to do two things when the team's struggling offensively. You want to keep them off the free throw line. You want to keep them from getting to the rim. And right now, if I'm Walker Valley, I'm going to try to cut both those things down as much as possible.
We're right at 30 seconds to go in the first quarter here on Mixed TV. Walker Valley with the ball in a tie ball game. They've played well, limiting turnovers, hit some big shots. McKenna Good with 7. It looks like they're going to
burn it. Yeah, I'm burning it.
They're going to burn it here as Cleveland's showing no pressure. Are you surprised by this?
No,
Cleveland?
It's first quarter. I'm letting this tie game 12-12. I'm just letting them dribble this thing out and then resetting.
Sims will look to drive. She'll dish and a turnover. Goes back to Cleveland. They'll hustle down the court. It's going to be a long three-point attempt. No good. We'll end the first quarter tied at 12. And an impressive start for the Lady Mustangs. We'll be back in 1 minute on MixedTV.tv.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
John Mark and I just didn't put up billboards.
We put down routes.
If you're hurt, call us at 265-HURT.
That's 265-4878. We are your local law firm.
You're watching MixedTV.tv, the rivalry games. Second period coverage is presented by USS. Since 1994, we've helped more than 30,000 customers solve their foundation repair and waterproofing problems. Learn more online at USSTN.com.
All right, back on MixedTV.tv, rivalry games here at Walker Valley High School. Lady Raiders coming to town in the end of the first quarter. Sees Cleveland and Walker Valley tied at 12. One of the things we want to do here is spotlight some of these young ladies that are on the court. You know, Steve and I don't do a horrible job of calling the game, so we want to try to highlight as many of the kids as we can. One of the young ladies that filled out our little promo sheet is McKenna Good, who's had an awesome first quarter.
Absolutely.
Gave her an opportunity to say, hey, what's going on in you? What do you like to do before the game? Listen to music and lock in. And she's obviously listened to her favorite playlist before this game. She's involved in AAU basketball, and kudos to her. She's got a 4.0 GPA. And here we go, Steve. And this is where we're going to get the hot take. Favorite, best basketball player of all time, Kobe Bryant.
You know, I respect that. I mean, you got to take one of the three, I guess, if you're you know, MJ, Kobe, and LeBron. And so, listen, she's played fantastic. So rebounding the basketball, shooting the basketball well.
She's got a little
7
Kobe.
points. Yeah.
Kobe's inspired her tonight.
Listen, the Black Mamba, I mean, if you're going to pick one, I got no beef with that.
Absolutely. After high school, she's going to become a neonatal nurse, which is awesome. And her go-to food stop, Dos Bros. You a big Dos Bros guy, aren't you?
You know, I am. So I like some Dos Bros, absolutely.
Shout out to somebody that's encouraged you the most. That's going to be Mrs. Lindbergh, Coach Lindbergh, who's her math teacher and now the instructional coach at Walker Valley. So McKenna Good, we're thankful to get to shout you out and give you a spotlight tonight. You've earned it with a great first quarter of play.
Absolutely. I thought they had 3 seconds there. Yeah, they did. 3 seconds on Cleveland. Oh, no. Offensive foul.
Another offensive foul called second of the ball game. So, you know, speaking of the spotlight, I think, you know, McKenna Good, she understood the assignment. If I'm going to fill out the sheet, I'm going to come out and play lights out in that first quarter. She's got to be the MVP for Walker Valley thus far.
Yeah, no doubt.
12-12 tie going in here. And, Steve, we talked about this. The Lady Mustangs, they play well when they value the possessions. Not a lot of empty possessions. They've proven that if they can get a shot off, they've got an opportunity.
And I know, listen, I'm not saying just run the clock, but I am saying run the clock. I mean, listen, it's 12-12. Take your time. No, I mean, work the ball around enough that you're eating clock. If you can eat 30 to 45 seconds every time you have this thing, you can shorten this game very quickly.
Atiana Hernandez into the game for the Lady Mustangs, along with Abby Hernandez. We'll try to, again, do the best job we can, giving some shouts out. Hernandez with a rebound, a long three there from Abby Hernandez is no good. And once again, another rebound from the Lady Mustangs. So they're doing the little things, Stephen, to stay in this game.
They're rushing it. Everything's rushing, though. Offensively, they've just lost a rhythm there. It's not about just continuing to shoot every time you touch it. You've got to get some kind of offensive rhythm going here. They hit some great threes, open threes, and they've just started kind of now just touching it, throwing it up, and just work the clock, slow down your offense, slow down the game, and take advantage of every opportunity Cleveland gives you.
So Cleveland has struggled as a three from the top of the key is no good. They've struggled against this 2-3 zone where they've packed it in. What do you do if you're the Lady Raiders coaching staff? How do you navigate this world where, hey, I'm not shooting well, I'm matched up against this packed-in zone?
Well, what do? I'm getting to the rim. I mean, that's all you can do. You know, as you know, you were a shooter. You got to see the first one fall.
I shot the ball.
Well, no,
I was not a shooter.
You were a shooter.
I shot the ball.
You were a shooter, but you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
You got to see the first one fall, and whether that's on a layup or a free throw, you've got, if you're Cleveland, you've got to see something fall there. That basketball, that you get one that gets hot, they all start getting hot.
Gravel into the game for the Lady Raiders. Her, I believe, first appearance into the game. Gravel, a nice piece for the Lady Raiders here. Young lady that, man, she could do a lot of damage on the block and a big presence in the lane.
Absolutely. No, she's a good-looking player. She's going to be there for a while. Great family. So it's just a good piece for the Lady Raiders basketball team.
And they're trying to work that high-low action, as you can see, against this 2-3, against this zone from the Lady Mustangs. So they're trying everything they can. It's not that they've had bad looks, as this one here, good look. And that one, again, just does not fall. So strategically, Lady Mustangs are playing the game, and, hey, we'll give you your shot. They're just not making it.
I mean, they couldn't throw in the Cleveland can't throw in the ocean right now. Walker Valley just can't take advantage of it.
Lady Mustang, another long three. That's going to be no good. Pulled down by the Lady Mustangs. At some point, you got to say, hey, you know what?
Call timeout. Yeah, you got a timeout.
Like you said, Steve, we got to get to the rims. Timeout there from Angela Campbell, Coach Campbell. The Lady Mustangs, 30-second. We'll keep it here as you see the Lady Raiders coming off the court. Great camera work tonight. We can't say enough about our production team and camera team tonight, as they're a big challenge for them. They're in a different spot as they move around the court.
It's tight.
It's tight.
It's tight.
We got a great crowd here tonight, and we gotta interview Coach Turner. I need to know what's going on across the way, because what you guys are seeing, you see a lot of spaces in the visitor side. They've got that roped off. On our side, we've got a pretty good crowd here. It's you know, the lower bowl area is packed, and it's starting to fill in up here in the high side. So it's a great crowd here for a Friday night game, and we're excited to bring you this on MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. It's been a fun season, Steve. We've had a lot of good basketball. We've got some teams that are primed for tournament season.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're looking at one of them here in the Lady Raiders.
Again, that's not the offense you want to run. You got to, we come down, we have one pass, shoot it. You're about 3 on 5 there offensively. But right now, I mean, Walker Valley's just got to slow this thing down. Again, slow it down, take your time, run the clock. It's 12-12. No one has scored in the second quarter yet, and we're almost halfway through it.
Two contrasting styles, as you can see. The Lady Raiders really trying to speed this thing up. They want to get up and down the court, get something going. Lady Mustangs slowing this thing way down. Reminds me a little bit of the Kent Smith days when I believe it was Kent when had Tanner Coates against Vincent Yarborough and Dale Baker and that team. And, buddy, we went 4 corners for a long time. I think it was like a 12-10 ball game or something like that.
You're not getting in a body slam contest with Hulk Hogan. I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, so, you want to play your game, and if your game is working the clock and making this game as boring as possible, then that's what you do.
Sims trying to corral the ball at the top, under duress there from Huffman, and they're going to call 5 seconds. Great defense, but she got in trouble They're holding on to the basketball. Nobody was there to help her out.
You've got to attack. You've got to come out here and attack and help get the ball. You've got to get the ball. And Walker Valley, again, some of that youth showing, kind of standing around, that little kind of middle school basketball mentality, just waiting. But you got to be aggressive here. You've got Cleveland on the ropes right now. I mean, it's 3 minutes to go before the half, and it's 12-12. But I mean, you've played about as well as you can play, and you've got a chance here to maybe even take a lead, maybe farther in a game against Cleveland you haven't in a long time.
Huffman with a rebound of her own shot and then up and good. I want to apologize. It was Jada Davis on the defensive pressure on the other end, and here Huffman has an and one, the first bucket of the second quarter. And as you said, Stephen,
for either team,
we've got 3:31. We're more than halfway through the second quarter. So Cleveland, neither team shooting the ball fairly well. So it's been a little bit of a strange game for the Lady Raiders. They like to get up and down the court and establish that flow. As here we've got a 3-point lead, their largest of the game.
Huffman with 8.
Huffman 8 points. Lady Mustangs quickly back down the court. Sims will look to reestablish the half-court offense. Lady Mustangs coming in looking for their second district win. They'll find a turnover there, looking for Sims underneath, and quickly back down the court they go. Is this a dangerous moment for the Lady Mustangs?
Yeah. If Cleveland, again, what I say, you got to get to the rim, or you got to shoot free throws, and that's exactly what Huffman's doing right now for Cleveland by herself. But if Cleveland were to come down and score again right here, I'm calling another timeout from Walker Valley, because you don't want to let this thing get to 6 or 8, because then you're kind of putting yourself in a hole, because offensively Walker Valley has went stone cold.
Aria Huffman, the sophomore, she's last few possessions, she's really taken a little bit of control of this offense. Like you said, Stephen, she's getting to the rack.
Well, she's the best sophomore player in the county. You know, I think Bradley's probably got the best freshman in the county, and I think Huffman's definitely the best sophomore in the county. And talking about young talent, and that gives her 10 tonight already for Cleveland. 10 in a game that total only has 29 points.
She's got their last 5, so Huffman alone 5 of those. We see this trap here again. The Lady Raider pressure is just, it's relentless. They're going to turn the ball over, so the turnovers piling up here for the Lady Mustangs, and they're still in this game under 3, trailing by 5. Not sure a lot of folks would have said, hey, late in the second quarter, Walker Valley is going to be trailing by 5 just on the surface.
Yeah, Walker Valley had 2 turnovers in the first quarter. They have 6 in the game now, 4 already in the second quarter.
So that 2-3 extended a little bit, and that's dangerous, Stephen. You talked about that. Why would you give up pressure? It leads to a Laney Copeland 3.
Yeah, you just can't. I mean, it's. I would like to say it was simple. It's 8 for Laney. I'd like to say it's simple, but you know, great pass there again.
Great pass and good there. That's her 9th point. So a great pass on a run out there from the Lady Mustangs, trailing by 6.
You think she says Kobe every time she shoots?
Kobe. Absolutely. We highlighted McKenna good, and we want to certainly thank the ladies. We sent out a little poll, Shelton, just to get some feedback from them, to do some player spotlights, because really it's fun for us to call these games, but what's most important to us is to highlight the athletes. We want to talk about the student athletes and give them as much love as we possibly can. So we had didn't get any. We had somebody with an assignment that was supposed to get the information to Cleveland High School.
Greg Phillips.
We were going to remain nameless, but Greg Phillips dropped the ball. So we apologize for that. We're hoping to get that information for our next broadcast. So the Raiders, we got nothing for you. But, of course, we know those kids, and they're outstanding kids, pretty dynamic, and got a passionate fan there.
Real passionate.
She's a believer. So I believe a call will go against the Lady Mustangs.
I'm not sure.
Pick up on that one.
They're saying that she pushed off, but and then the push off then occurred. Bradley pushed Cleveland defender into another Walker Valley. I think we saw the end of that, not the first of it. It made it look like it was a kind of a reverse call there, but I think he may have gotten it correct on the top end.
So we saw the back end, another long, and here we go. That's a 3 from Huffman, her 13th. And so back-to-back threes from Huffman and Copeland, and the lead has grown to 9 here. What do you do if you're Walker Valley wanting to get into the locker room?
Now you're in a little bit of trouble here. You're, as I said in the pregame, you get to that 10, 15-point range at halftime, and it's going to be a hard hill to climb in the second half.
thought about the three on the left corner, but no, we'll reset it. They'll go to the right side. Lady Mustangs looking for anything. The pressure from the Lady Raiders relentless, as it's going to be another turnover. You better pick that up. Yep, you do not want to let Cleveland get a run out there. So under a minute to go, 45 seconds, a 9-point, what started out as a 12-12 game in the second quarter. Walker Valley only 2 points. Offense has stalled a little bit, and you've alluded to the turnovers have increased this quarter.
11-2 in this second quarter for Walker Valley. Just scored 12 in the first quarter, had this thing tied up 12-12, and then this second quarter has just been devastating for the Lady Mustangs.
As good was the player of the quarter in the first quarter, no question. Aria Huffman has been, and she's going to try to add to it, and she does. Huffman adds another 3. Big quarter for her, Stephen.
Yeah, 16 for Huffman tonight.
16 of her team's 26. She is making a play for the player of the game. We'll wrap up the second quarter here. 10 seconds to go. Lady Mustangs with the ball facing a double team as Sims. Looking to get out of it. 5 seconds to go. They've got to go. Sims will take a long 3. Good if it goes. It does not. That's going to do it. Halftime here. 26-14. Your halftime score here on MixTV.tv. We'll take a quick break, come back, talk about the first half, preview the second half. We appreciate you joining us here on MixTV.tv. Back in 2 minutes.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Logan Thompson. Dude, does your ball talk?
Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
And you blew it.
I know.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson.
Call Logan Thompson. We get results.
Call Logan Thompson.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
to a better you with the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance.
My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
Did you figure out what you're going to do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
You're watching the Rivalry games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. It's time now for tonight's halftime show, sponsored by District Attorney Stephen Hatchett.
And we're back on MixedTV.tv, the Rivalry Game Series. We thank you for joining us here in the northern part of Bradley County on the campus of Walker Valley High School as they host, entertain the Raiders and Lady Raiders. Stephen, it's been a great first half, really a great first quarter for the Lady Mustangs as they commanded the first quarter, really shell-shocked the Lady Raiders, who snapped out of it in the second quarter.
Yeah, they come out really. It wasn't the Lady Raiders as much as it was Laney Copeland and Huffman. They're the ones that really took off. Copeland with 8, Huffman with 16. Jada Davis has chipped in 2. The big story is Walker Valley, 2 turnovers in that first quarter of play when they had this game tied 12-12. Second quarter they had 5 turnovers for a total of 7. And so, and then you see what happened there, and with the score went from 12-12. Walker Valley scores 2 points in the second quarter. Cleveland scores 14. So 14-2 run in the second quarter for that Lady Raiders Lady Raiders team. Denny, it's exactly the recipe that we said couldn't occur, and that's a 12-point advantage for the Lady Raiders at halftime.
12-12 after the end of the first quarter. 2 points there. 2 points in the second quarter for the Lady Mustangs. Huffman and Copeland carry the load in the second quarter, and they've come on to a 26-14 lead here at halftime. This first game of 2, the gentlemen will be next. Again, this is the second game of their season series. And Stephen, you talked about it, a lot going on here on the campus tonight. We've got a couple of individuals to honor. It's a big night for all the folks in play here. What do we got going on tonight?
Yeah, you've got Hall of Fame induction tonight between games. We'll have that for you. April Richards, who's a coach here and also standout softball player. She's been a part of every trip to the state tournament in Walker Valley history. She's been a part of that either as a player or a coach. We've got look at the headsets. That's what I'm talking. Look how big that headset is on Terry. Look how small it is.
I've got to say this.
Shrek.
While we've got, and of course,
what is Shrek eating down there? Is that banana pudding?
Listen, I want to say this to our viewers, and we try to stay on track with the ball game. But I'm going to say this: we tasked Greg Phillips with disseminating hey, get these links out. We want our kids, our athletes to fill this out, to give us some spotlight information, right? One job. And we said, hey, connect with the Cleveland coaching staff, get this out. Couldn't do it. And so we got information from the Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs, which we'll talk about tonight. Nothing from the Lady Raiders or Raiders, and it's not their fault. It's solely Greg Phillips' fault.
Without question.
So hopefully the CEO of Heartline LLC, Jennifer will dock his pay for this tonight. I mean, he's making nothing for it.
I was going to say, they get paid?
He makes nothing, so hopefully he'll be paying for this tonight. There's Greg again.
Back to the
there he is.
And his glasses are small too. Yep. I don't understand. Anyways, back to the Hall of Fame here. April Richards, Ashley Bain, Mindy Cox, standout basketball player here for many years. They had such great runs. Coach David Tucker, and it was just a great time, Lady Mustang basketball. Tracy McCamus Elder, Adam's better half. She's here for track, and Ryan Frazier, great baseball player, got drafted. He's here tonight. And Colton Gibson.
KG.
One of the most prolific
quarterback.
Yeah, that's one of the most prolific quarterbacks in Walker Valley history is here tonight to get inducted. So 6 great inductees, I should say, for tonight for the Hall of Fame for Walker Valley, who's now in their 25th year, I believe, as a school. And so hard to believe 25 years of Walker Valley athletics, but should be a great night of celebration. I know there's tons of people here. There's Mindy walking out through here. So no, it's definitely a big time night for Walker Valley athletics.
25 years since they opened the doors here under the supervision of Principal Danny Coggin, along with Dana McClanahan. Those two were the godparents of Walker Valley High School. Dana McClanahan did such great work in the guidance department for so many years. Danny Coggin, of course, Principal Paul Cretton, Carol Peace, so many just incredible people, and Mike Turner was a part of that. They let him come and be a part of this. Still the athletic director after 25 years, and it's great to see a lot of the.
Here's an unbelievable stat on Mike Turner. He has now been at Walker Valley as long as he was at Charleston High School.
Wow, that's hard to believe.
Is that not?
That's
something?
hard to believe. Mike Turner, athletic director at Walker Valley. Has been at Walker Valley as long as he's been at Charleston. Of course, he was an icon at Charleston High School as a teacher, a coach, and as an athlete.
Absolutely.
So hats off to Coach Mike Turner and the job that he's done. We thank you for joining us here on Mix TV. We're going to bring you a lot of the coverage from the activities going on tonight. A lot of that's going on between the games and in between halftime of the boys' game. I believe the softball team will receive their state championship rings tonight. I think that was in the mix as well. State champions from last year. We've got about a minute to go. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll take a minute break and be back with the second half of action here on MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. Back in 1 minute.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. I left my gas truck a couple years ago when I realized that this mid-sized truck with a diesel engine could pull my trailer with so much more efficiency, and they helped me find it. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Visit cleveland-nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
All right, back on MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. We're getting ready to start the second half, but before we do, a special guest has joined the broadcast booth, Mindy Cox. Mindy, big night for you tonight, as I think you're here for a reason. Have they told you why you're here? Okay, they didn't bring you. Please don't call me sir. I was here when you were a part of some of the great legendary Coach Tucker teams. You were a phenomenal player, and tonight they're going to recognize you as one of the members inducted into the Walker Valley Hall of Fame. Well deserved.
Thank you so much.
You got to give us some play here. Talk to us. What does it mean to you to be here tonight, being a part of this?
It was an honor to be a part of, especially Coach Tucker's team starting out, and just to get to be a part of the newness that was Walker Valley. And I was telling my husband some stories earlier about how we didn't have our cafeteria at first. We ate in the classroom, and we practiced at at Charleston for basketball season, and just the gym opening and finally getting to have that first home game here. And our team, I can't remember our record overall.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
It was over 100 wins in the 4 years, but it means a lot. I never did, I feel like, stand out in my own mind, but I always worked hard, so I feel like that.
You guys were, listen, we caught a lot of those games back then, and with you and with Allison Butler and Suzanne Morris, just the whole, the entire dynamic of you guys set the tone. And ladies basketball then, Bradley was good, Cleveland was good. It's just your battles with the McMinn Central, the first few years that the school was established, it was just women's basketball at that point was just elite in this area.
What I remember about you, how tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
5'8".
5'8". Yes, and I remember all 5'8" of you going up against some 6-footers, and inevitably you came down with the basketball 9 times out of 10. It was so fun to watch you play, your effort and energy, and just you were a great teammate. And one of the things I'll say that I'm really proud of, we're going to ask you, you were great on the floor as a player and as a student, but it's so much better to see you so many years later. What are you doing now?
I'm a principal at an elementary school in Etowah, Tennessee, Mountain View, pre-K through 8. We've got about 600 students, but it's kind of like, playing basketball. I've got a great team, a lot of great teammates, so we all work together real well, and it's so fun.
Have you told Mr. Coggin this? Does he know?
He does know. He does know.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Could you tell us how it was? You were at Nyota at one point. I think John Franks was there. How little work did he do while you were up there? Could you just fill us in on his lack of work and just his ability to look busy but never get anything done? Is that true,
Well,
Mindy?
John was not principal there when I was teaching there, but he is a principal now and at Calhoun while I'm at Mountain View, and that's another great team. We just all work together, and I've not very experienced. This is my 3rd year, but I know that I could always call them and ask questions. Yes, advice.
What not to do.
You just write it down and say, okay, mark that one off. And
That's
do
right.
Else.
That's right.
Mindy,
John's great.
Give us your favorite game you played here in this gym.
Oh,
and we'll let you go. I know you're loving every minute of this.
No, you're fine. I'm loving it for sure. No, my favorite game playing here was senior year sub-state. And for 2 previous years prior, the 2 years prior to that, we had to play away for sub-state and had lost to the eventual state champions. So we got to play Hume Fog here at home senior year, won and went to the state tournament. So I don't remember what the score was, but I just remember it being packed. And
it was packed. I remember that. It was massive.
Yes.
It was an awesome
game. The energy
game
was amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
Sir.
Well, Mindy, I believe you're going in with a tremendous class tonight. This is, with some of your others, Tracy, McCamus Elder, Ron Frazier, Colton Gibson, April Richards, and Ashley Bain. It's just a tremendous class, and you're right at the top of that. You wore the blue and gold very well here, and we're proud of you then, and we're proud of you now.
Thank you so much, guys.
Glad to see your beautiful family here.
Thank you.
See you, Miss Mindy.
Thank you, guys.
Back here, 32-14, Walker Valley now trails Cleveland High School. Walker Valley yet to score in this second half after only scoring 2 in the second quarter. Denny, they've come out kind of flat here just a little bit, and Huffman has picked up right where she left off.
Huffman, of course, an incredible first half. Her and Lainey Copeland really shouldered the load there for the Lady Raiders. A slow start for them, but they've picked up the steam here in the second quarter and really put the clamps down on them defensively. Stephen, that you can tell they've really quickened the pace and been a lot more intentional with what they're trying to do here in the late second quarter, early second half.
They've turned up the defensive pressure as well, and Walker Valley's having a hard time with that as they kick ball there, but almost another turnover for the Lady Mustangs. But Lady Mustangs, if you look for wins at this, with a young team like they have, if you're looking for wins, Denny, 12-12 in the first quarter is a win. And I know there's no moral victories in sports, but I think if you're looking for building blocks, that's definitely a building block for that Lady Mustang team. Say, hey, we played with one of the best team in this district, depending on what happens Friday night. But one of the top 2 teams in this district. We played with them the quarter. We went shoulder to shoulder. We did the right things. Now we have to be able to duplicate that for 4 quarters.
Yeah, they'll have some positive tape to look back on that first quarter, and that's really important for these young ladies because I know Coach Campbell's really trying to build a lot from that positive energy. She wants to create that culture where kids are excited to be a part of the program, and that first quarter was certainly a step in that right direction. So 32-14 your score here. Great to have Mindy Cox in the booth with us, as she is a representative of the Hall of Fame class that's going in tonight. They'll recognize those individuals. And Stephen, just to talk about it a little bit, as Cleveland subs into the game is Gravel and Jada Davis in for the Lady Raiders. Just to talk about that, you mentioned it, the state of girls basketball in the early 2000s when Walker Valley started. It was pretty special.
Second to none.
Pretty special in this area.
Yeah, second to none. McMinn Central was fantastic. Minn County had some great teams. Leah Frazier and some of those teams were really good. But second to none. McMinn Central fantastic. Walker Valley was just unbelievable. Had a lot of great runs. Then you had Cleveland that had 6 years of just really dominance in this area. Bradley was on and off at that point.
Great step through. Maddie McDonald with a nice move as she steps through and gives the Lady Mustangs 16, and a rebound and push back the other way. Foul going to be called.
And it was a fun time. It was a fun time to call games on back when we were on Mix 104.1 WCLE, and so it was just a great time to be in this area to watch basketball. Rachel Powell Moore, and Karen Hall on the sidelines, and you had people like Aaron Green who during one, him and Kent Smith going at battle.
Yep.
And just thought that they were going to fight each other every game. And, never forget Aaron one time taking my water bottle and drinking the whole thing during the game and looking at Charlie Cogdell and said, go get him another water. But it was just an incredible time and a fun time to be a part of basketball in this area.
We're glad to bring you some of that here tonight as the Hall of Fame class for Walker Valley will be inducted. A long three from Lainey Copeland, no good. We'll bring you that at the break in between this game. Coming up, we've got the second half of this doubleheader. The gentlemen will collide, and we'll talk a little bit about that game. A little bit closer, I think, than than the Mustangs wanted at Cleveland. Coach Campbell not very happy with that game.
You know, the thing is, and don't take this wrong, but Cleveland plays so sloppy sometimes that it disrupts everything you want to do on your side of the basketball. I'll be honest with you, the job that Cleveland High School is doing this year with the talent they had that was brought back after they had some transfers, I think that they're doing this coaching staff's doing a tremendous job and has maximized every opportunity, and they have played really, really well. And I think they're another team. Give them 2 or 3 years to build off what they're working on, and they'll be back to a prominent team in this district, in this area.
Foul going to be called on the Lady Mustangs. Will go against Kasia Cox. Lady Raiders maintain the ball, but they'll turn it over on another offensive foul called. Ball will swing back the other way. Good was in great position there and gets the call for her Lady Mustangs. So back the other way, 34-16 your score. Here about halfway, a little over halfway through the third quarter. We appreciate you joining us on MixTV.tv.
Checking back in for Cleveland's Emily Patterson.
Emily Patterson into the game. Haven't called her name much this game, although she's around the glass so much, and she does a lot of positive things off the ball. Very physical player for the Lady Raiders. She's going to be somebody that's counted on for the next few years. She's a dominant player for the Lady Raiders.
Absolutely.
And does a lot of the dirty work for them.
Absolutely.
Copeland with the ball. Copeland, of course, Huffman, they have been the predominant names offensively. And there's Patterson again.
The rebound, yep.
She really cleans the glass. Another three from Copeland. Still not shooting great. You know, they've had these spurts of offensive production.
They are streaky. They're very streaky offensively. Copeland's had a couple of wide open looks there and just can't get one to fall. You know, it just happens. But she's played extremely well tonight.
What do you think Mom's saying to her in this situation? And you know, after the game,
probably not as much as Dad. You know,
both of them.
Kyle, listen, both when your mom and dad both played at Division I level at University of Alabama Huntsville, you're probably not the home life you're wanting after basketball games, unless you played really well.
Mom, a great shooter for Bradley Central High School for the Bearettes. She could shoot the ball. She was a lot of fun to watch in her day. To the line for the Lady Mustangs is Abigail Hernandez. Misses the first, will knock down the second. 34-17 your score.
It's Hernandez's first point of the night.
Big bucket for Hernandez. Well, we've got a timeout. I'm going to keep it here, and we've told you about these spotlights that we're doing and trying to spotlight some different players. Did not have the opportunity due to Greg Phillips to get any responses from Cleveland, so we apologize for that. But we'll stay with Kinsley Stansel, the Lady Mustangs. She wants to shout out to Mom Kristen and Dad Kell, little brother Henson, and older brother Keller. Nickname is Kins. Now here's who she went. She plays flag football, Shelton. She's focused on her grades. Another Kobe Bryant fan. So the Lady Mustangs, big Kobe Bryant crew. When we get to the guys, you'll see a shift, and not a positive one. I'll just go ahead and tell you that.
LeBron James.
Not a positive one, okay? She's going to college to be a nurse. Wants to play a little bit of basketball. Her go-to food stop, Shelton. Where are you getting a chicken sandwich from?
Chicken sandwich?
Yeah, where are you getting a chicken sandwich from?
Probably Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, baby. Kinsley Stansel's there with you. Good call on that one. No promo there.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is the place to be. Kinsley Stansel, shout out to her mom and dad. We love these highlights and spotlights. You know, that's one of the big things for us is having the opportunity to shout out to a lot of these student athletes. Man, they work hard, Shelton. They put in a lot. Our coaches put in a lot. It's really a community effort to do this, and so it's fun for us to spotlight some of these kids.
Oh, it's a job. I mean, playing sports is like having a job, and so the dedication, the time it takes, but it does a lot to build character as well. And I think sports is one of the foundational building blocks to life, to learning how to deal with life. And but yeah, it's again. That going back to that next game, there could be some rims swinging a little bit in this next game.
Well, we were noticing that in the halftime warm up there for the guys.
That'd be jump ball, but whatever.
It was getting a little showtime down. You know, back in the day, in our day, they wouldn't let us dunk. They came to us specifically. No, you and I specifically. No, hey guys, we don't want you hanging on the rim. You got it, Mr. Official. We won't do that tonight. Okay?
Stop bringing those chairs out and jumping off of them.
That's exactly right. So yeah, we got a lot of great athletes on the court in this next game for sure. So it's going to be hopefully a fun game as we bring you the second game in this doubleheader.
Wow. That's a
Hernandez called for the charge.
That's a terrible call.
Mr. Shelton, not a fan of that one?
It's a terrible call.
I think that's about the 6th offensive foul call tonight.
He had 3 people in between him.
Not a fan. 34-17, your score. Lady Raiders on top with the ball as we wind down the third quarter. And, you know, hats off to the Lady Mustangs. I think this was one of those games you talked about, Shelton, that was going to be tough for them to win, as Copeland's 3 no good. It was going to be tough for them to win. Put back will be good. That's Rodriguez, so big rebound and put back for her. Shelton's getting something. That's her first bucket of the day, so she's been a little bit quiet. She's normally a contributor for the Lady Raiders. We talked about the positives for the Lady Mustangs. They had a great first quarter. What do you build on for them as you look ahead to their schedule? You talked a little bit about their schedule and what they can look forward to. What are you building forward if you're the Lady Mustangs?
Well, I mean, you build off that first quarter. I mean, that's what you build off of. I mean, you take like you said. I'm watching that film. I'm watching the film right there of the first quarter, and I'm saying, listen, we have to duplicate this. Look at everything we did right. Let's not think about the things we did wrong. Let's build off the things we're doing right. And that first quarter is a great example of being able to score and play with one of the best teams in the district when you do the right things and do the things you've been taught to do. And so that's what I do. I'm clipping that, and we're going to watch it over and over and over and over, and we're going to say this is what we need to look like.
Lady Raiders will retain possession. As you can see some fatigued Lady Mustangs out there.
It's been getting sloppy.
It's been tough for them, and I think they've, as you talked about, they've condensed that lineup, and they thought they had a group that could really match up with them, and they did so in the first quarter. But you've got some tired sea legs, and it's that part of the season. Another long 3 from Copeland. This one not going to go. It's that part of the season, Stephen, that
good grief, this is ridiculous.
It's been a long season, and there's tired sea legs and there's fatigue and injury and all the good things. How do you prepare as we get into February and we start talking about tournament time?
Well, you hope that you took care of your body, during the season, during the long season, and so I think that more than anything, Denny, it's about making sure that you're getting enough rest, making sure that during practice, you're having long drawn out practices. You're getting in, you're getting your work in, you're getting shots up. At this time of the year, you're in good a shape as you're going to get. That's just the way it is. It's about getting shots up, knowing what you want to do in the next game, trying to stay healthy, and keeping that body as rested as possible.
McDonald, her second free throw no good. She gets 1 out of 2. That's an element of the game and really all of youth sports that has changed so much from our time. It used to be we'd go to the concession stand and turn in the baseball and, hey, give us a Coke and a chocolate bar, and that's what we did. And that's how we fueled. Yeah. Now we've got trainers, we've got nutritionists, we've got our yoga coaches. I mean, these kids are exposed to things that, man, we never even thought of. And it's a whole different world for sure for these young people. So they take their physical stamina and physical condition very serious.
All we had is those people working out on Hawaii's Island on ESPN in the mornings that you could watch. And
well, if you got up at 5:30 in the morning, you turned it on ESPN hoping to get the highlights. No, you were there with the yoga mats and the stretches. Okay, I guess I'll do this.
Oh,
McDonald back to the line. Her free throw good.
That's 7 for her tonight. Not a bad night for Miss McDonald.
And McDonald played well. Maddie McDonald played well at Bradley Central for the Lady Mustangs. So she's been a bright spot for Lady Mustangs. Second shot is good. Under 15 to go here. 36-20 your score. Compare this game. I'll tell you what. We'll do this. We'll do this in this fourth quarter. Compare the first game of Walker Valley with this game. And let's talk about a little bit about the differences here as we go under 5 seconds. The horn will sound. We'll compose or we'll juxtapose those two. You look that one up.
Don't.
I've been reading. You gave me a book to read, so I've been reading. Juxtapose the two games as to the line for Lady Raiders. It's going to be Hernandez. I'm sorry, Rodriguez. Rodriguez to the line for the Lady Raiders, leading 37-20. Here ending the third quarter. Second free throw no good. Rebound pulled down will be a long three-point attempt. If she gets it off, she does. No good. We'll take a 90-second break here at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back for the last quarter on MixTV.tv, the rivalry games.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, home of the lifetime warranty. I-75 exit 20 and cleveland-nissan.com.
Back live at MixTV.tv at Walker Valley High School. We thank you for joining us. Along with Stephen Shelton, I'm Denny Collins, bringing you the fourth quarter of game number one. Lady Raiders in control here, 37-20. It's been a little bit of a different game for the Lady Raiders as they started slow and have really picked up the steam a little bit here in the second half. Talk about the difference in the first game, Lady Raiders and Lady Mustangs versus this game. What have you seen?
Well, I think that Lady Mustangs played with a lot more confidence early. I think they believed a little bit more. I just think that they lost their way. The little run by Cleveland in the second quarter with about 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, they made that little run there. Well, Hoffman made her run there. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think they played with a lot more confidence. Again, this is a 19-point game. If you remember, it was a blowout, 52-19 at Cleveland. So I think that at the end of the day, Walker Valley's played a little better. You see that they've gotten better. And they're playing with a little more confidence and really understanding a little bit more what this coaching staff is, the expectations are.
Let's talk through the Lady Raiders schedule. We talked about that in the first in the preview. Let's talk about what they've got to come here after this game. Shot no good. What are they looking for here as they ramp up for tournament time, Stephen?
So they've got, after this game, East Hamilton at home, should be a win. The big one's Bradley. Next February 6th, next Friday night, 6 o'clock at Cleveland. Bradley comes to town, and that's for first place. If Cleveland wins, they'll share first place with Bradley in the regular season. If they lose, they're guaranteed to finish second. Then after that, Denny, they go to Oak Ridge on February the 9th, and then end the season at home on February 12th against Bearden, who has been ranked most of the year. So a tough end of the year schedule for the Lady Raiders, getting them ready for that district tournament.
And you talked about this. You were at the Cleveland and Bradley girls game, 9-point game. Bradley hasn't lost in a district game in like 116 years, something like that, since I think James Naismith was around.
Been a minute.
Been a minute. What did you see in that game? What were some things that you noticed that maybe could give Cleveland a little bit of,
Well, I think Cleveland's going to pressure. I think the thing they learned from that game is they waited way too long. Kobe, they waited waited way too long to put pressure on Bradley. I think you'll see Cleveland come out in the full court pressure right out the jump as Laney finally gets one to fall there. Give her 11 on the night, but I do think it's going to be pressure early. Going to be a lot of pressure. They're going to try to make Bradley turn the ball over quite a bit. They're going to use Bradley's blueprint actually against them by putting pressure early, looking for turnovers and some quick scores.
How does Bradley approach that game? I think let's be honest, they've looked at a long three. McDonald again, she's having a good night.
Yeah, 11 for her as well.
Big night for McDonald. How do you prepare for that if you're Bradley? Eventually, you believe that's going to come, right? Eventually, you're going to lose a district game. You're going to lose a region game at some point.
I don't think they do. I don't think they believe that. Listen, everyone said, I cannot believe this team. They lost 6 players that played last year. They lost 4 that's playing, 5 that's playing at the collegiate level. And yet they're undefeated. They're number one in the state. And I've heard so many people say, I just can't believe they're that good. Well, Denny, they've spent the last 3 years playing against the best team in the state of Tennessee. I mean, these girls that are playing right now have practiced. They have played numerous, untold number of games on that floor against the best team in the state of Tennessee day in and day out. So the preparation that they have has been building for the last 3 years. Now they have a chance to go out, get the best player in the state of Tennessee with Kimora Fields. So I really believe for Bradley, it's going to be patience. It's going to be don't get excited. Even if you get down, don't get excited. And it's about senior leadership with Kimora, trying to get her the ball, let her do what she does, and then even if you've got the only time they've trailed at halftime has been one time in 3 years, and that was at the state tournament, so against Bearden. So I just believe that for Bradley, it's about patience. It's about no matter what happens early, don't get carried away emotionally one way or the other. Don't play yourself into Cleveland's hands of making this a foot race and playing their game instead of your game.
And that will be on MixTV.tv next Friday night as Cleveland and Bradley will take the court, and that'll conclude our rivalry series. But of course, you can follow along all the radio broadcast coverage, and Greg and Terry, we give them a hard time. They do a great job.
Well, Greg.
Well, Terry does a great job. Greg, yeah, I knew where you were going. Terry does a great job. Greg, whatever. They do well, and we're glad to bring you the broadcast. So make sure if you're not tuning into MixTV.tv, you're checking the games out on the radio broadcast all the way through Murfreesboro. I feel pretty confident we're going to have a few teams going to Murfreesboro, Shelton.
Yeah, I think so, unless there's just something there that just really goes haywire. I think the Barretts have a great chance. I think the Lady Raiders have a great chance. I think the Mustangs have a great chance. Denny, we were talking today. I had the opportunity to go to lunch with Principal Jones here from Walker Valley, and we were talking about just the championships in volleyball and softball and basketball that the women's side have won in this community in the last 4 or 5 years. Is just, you can put it up against any community across the state. It's just been a special time for women's sports here, for all women's sports. Walker Valley finishing second, I believe, or third in flag football this year. It's just so many things going on that it's just a great time to be a part of this community and to watch these young people perform at a very high level.
Absolutely right, Stephen, and we thank you for joining us, whether you're on MixTV.tv or on the radio broadcast, and again, all the way through Murfreesboro when we conclude the broadcast. We're excited to bring you that and hope you follow along with us here. 46-25 your score as we into the fourth quarter. Layup up and good. McDonald, she's finishing with a strong night. She's putting together a pretty strong stat sheet, 13 for her tonight to go with McKenna Good. I believe they are in both of those in double digits as Lady Raiders trying to answer, and they will. Three-pointer from Izzy Smith. Not a lot of offensive production from the Lady Raiders outside of Copeland and Huffman, but they've had some really key contributors in other ways.
Rodriguez has snuck in here the second half and got 7 really quick points there. But yeah, Huffman's got 20, and Copeland's got 11 to lead the Lady Raiders.
Rodriguez, Gravel, Patterson, they've all been really active on the boards, especially the offensive glass. I think that's what's allowed them. Not a great shooting night for the Lady Raiders, but strong offensively on the glass.
Yeah, and they really got after it defensively in that second half. They really got after it, which has been the difference in the game. So, if you're looking at measuring sticks, are the Lady Mustangs better than they were the first time around they played the Lady Raiders? Yes, they are. Are they where they want to be? Of course not. But you can tell there has been development, and there has been some improvement throughout this program.
49-27 to go, under 3 minutes here. We're in the fourth quarter of a packed house here at Walker Valley. It is a special night for the folks in blue and gold. It's the 25th anniversary of Walker Valley, and so what I didn't figure out, Shelton, because I'm a complete moron, across the way, that's for the Walker Valley faithful. That's for those coming back honoring the 25 years. So I know that Holly Black and Dr. Jones sent out an invitation to individuals looking to come back, and I'm looking across the way at different folks. Danny Coggin is there. I'm looking for Dana Mack, honestly, but we got a lot of Mustang faithful that are there that have come back, and happy to have them, and so that's what that's for, trying to give a little reserve seating for the Mustangs and Lady Mustangs fans. Big night for Walker Valley here. Long three, no good. Big night. We're going to talk about the Hall of Fame. I think we're going to look at the softball team, a ring ceremony as they are coming off the state championship, the first state championship for the softball team. Finished runner-up under Coach Chris Doan. And he was the first coach for the Lady Mustang softball program. Did a phenomenal job with that softball team and kind of setting the standard. Lauren Lindbergh and April Richards carrying the torch, winning the team's first ever state championship in a tremendous fashion at the Spring Fling this spring. So they'll honor them here at in between these games as we get ready for the boys game. And let's talk a little bit about it. I know we'll have some time, but let's talk about the boys game tonight. There's a different vibe here. There's a different feeling. It's Friday night basketball. Yeah. The Cleveland game was Tuesday night. You know, sparse crowd, a little bit of a lull. Although they had, Tennessee's DJ in the house. Sterl the Pearl was there. But you know, it's a Tuesday night. Not a lot to it. Tonight's a different feel. Yeah, tonight's going to be. I think. I'll be very surprised if that rim's not shaking just a little bit a couple of times in that next game. I really think these guys are trying to put, they're making this final push, and I think Coach Campbell's done a great job of pushing as much as he can. You don't want them to peak too early, but you also don't want them to get bored with what they're doing. And I think he's challenging them in different areas. And I think tonight will be one of those areas of, hey, we got to finish strong, got to finish what we started. And this is the last time you get to play these guys on your home floor. Make sure they remember it, top deal. Let's give you some of the names of the Lady Mustangs and Lady Raiders that are in so far. Maybe the individual that we haven't called. Jaylee Graham in number 21, as you see her there inbounding the basketball for the Lady Mustangs. And she'll go into June Solis, who is a junior. Also into the game, number 13, Marley Webb, a sophomore. And Maddie Shirk, a junior, into the game. So it's great to see a lot of these young ladies in. 33, Claire Goetz, a freshman, into the game for the Lady Mustangs as they've emptied out the bench here with just about a minute to go. A long three, going to be no good. Rebound there. I believe that's Jada Davis. No, that's Huffman. Huffman with a rebound. Also on the court, Jada Davis is there. Lainey Copeland is there. So the starters remain in for the Lady Raiders as they're going to conclude this game with a big district win. And again, put them one game closer to that showdown with Bradley Central we talked about. Next Friday night should be a great one. Next Friday night, it'll be a great one. Long three, no good. So it's going to be a big game for the Lady Raiders. They did not, well, for the second half they didn't overlook. Maybe overlooked in the first quarter. They came in here, a lot of energy from the Lady Mustangs, but they're going to survive and advance with a win as they push the ball ahead. Layup going to be up and good from Izzy Smith. Pushes it at 51-27 here. What could be the final possession. So they'll get this win, and we'll lock in for the boys game. As Stephen alluded to, the next Friday night on MixTV.tv. Make sure you join us, Cleveland and Bradley, in the second game. And it's always a fun night, especially on a Friday night when the Bears and the Raiders get together. And it'll be a fun one as well. For this one here, the ball game is over. 51-27, your final. Lady Raiders victorious. They'll leave Walker Valley with a win. We're going to take a 2-minute break or so and come right back. We'll talk about the boys game and get going here as the Mustangs and the Raiders look ready to do a rivalry clash here at Walker Valley. Back in 2 minutes.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, Comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
To a better you with the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance.
My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
You're watching the Leisure Time Bowling postgame show on MixTV.tv. Take your crew to Leisure Time Bowling on Keith Street this weekend.
We're back here on MixTV.tv at Walker Valley High School. We thank you for joining the broadcast as we're here in between the girls' game and the boys' game, honoring the Hall of Fame class here at Walker Valley. And April Richards, one of those inducted in. Of course, Coach Richards, the acting assistant coach for the Lady Mustangs, was also a player for the Lady Mustangs and a phenomenal softball player, state champion assistant coach. So congratulations to April Richards on her induction into the Hall of Fame. Ashley Bain being honored here, another member of the softball team. If you're taking directions from Coach Turner, you've got problems. Coach Turner is lining her up. That's not good. That's not. We may want to get one of the production team members down there to help him out. Ashley Bain, a member of the softball team, also being inducted into the Walker Valley Hall of Fame for this class. Young ladies, incredible student athletes during their time at Walker Valley, the early years, under the principalship of Danny Coggin. And one of my favorite student athletes of all time, quarterback Colton Gibson, KG. I'm excited to have him inducted into the Hall of Fame here, much deserved. An incredible young man, great quarterback, great athlete all around, member of the basketball team as well, and just a great young man from a great family. Congratulations, Colton Gibson. Had a pretty good team with him too, Sheldon. Had a couple of guys he could throw to, and yes, he did. Yes, he did. Bryce Nunley, Cooper Melton, Zach Esslinger, can't forget about him. Pretty good basketball players as well. They had some battles. Oh, here we go. It's about time we class this up. Tracy McCamus Elder inducted into the Hall of Fame. Outstanding member of the track team, a winner of the 4x400 state champion relay team, and she could go. Surprised her husband, Adam Elder, was able to rein her in. Adam Elder, we've known Adam Elder a long time, and Tracy lowered her standards for Adam for sure. We love Adam and the Elder family. Great people. Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations, Tracy McCamus Elder, into the Walker Valley Hall of Fame. Here we go. Speaking of classing it up, man, I'm liking this. Ryan Fraser, he knows, he understood the assignment. Man, that's how you do it. Big hug there for Coach Turner, of course. Ryan, a phenomenal baseball player, outstanding student athlete, all-around great kid too. Man, he looks like a guy. It's hard to believe they grow up into adults and whatnot, you know? It's unbelievable. Ryan deserved it, and you've probably followed Ryan into the pros. He was drafted, I believe. Ryan Fraser into the Hall of Fame, and the sixth and final member to be inducted here, Mindy Cox. Mindy, of course, we had on the broadcast, incredible young lady, part of the early dynasty teams here under the direction of David Tucker. Coach Tucker, some tremendous teams, arguably the best teams in the area during his era, and Mindy Cox was a strong part of that. Mindy said it right. You know, she said, I didn't feel like I was always the best, but I was always going to work hard and give you all I had. And, buddy, that's how she played. She was an absolute rock star out there. So congratulations to these 6 members of the Walker Valley Hall of Fame class. Much deserved for these individuals and their families. Glad they are here to be a part of this, and glad you are joining us here on MixTV.tv as we congratulate these individuals. We're going to take a quick break, 2 minutes. We'll be back here on MixTV.tv. Talk about the boys' game.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work, and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
John Mark and I just didn't put up billboards.
We put down routes.
If you're hurt, call us at 265-HURT.
That's 265-4878. We are your local law firm.
Over 60% of teenage casualties in drinking and driving crashes do not wear a seatbelt.
1 in 3 high school students have ridden in a car
Texting while driving increases the risk of crashing by 23 times.
Don't become a statistic, be part of the solution.
Car crashes are the leading cause of death among teens, 1/3 of which are from drinking or drugs.
Brittany's kids say, choices matter, buckle up.
Calm down.
Drive safe and sober.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
You're watching the Leisure Time Bowling postgame show on MixTV.tv. Take your crew to Leisure Time Bowling on Keith Street this weekend.
Mix 1041 and Honda of Cleveland are teaming up to give one deserving teacher in our local area the chance to win a 2025 Honda Civic LX. Nominate your favorite teacher at mymix1041.com or on the Mix 1041 app.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, but only for a limited time. Choose from the charbroiled double cheeseburger, hot ham and cheese, spicy chicken sandwich, and our hand-breaded chicken tender wraps. The Original Bag. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, just $6.99. At Hardee's.
I'm C. Mark.
I'm John Mark.
John Mark and I just didn't put up billboards.
We put down roots.
If you're hurt, call us at 265-HURT.
That's 265-4878. We are your local law firm.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Logan Thompson. Dude, does your ball talk?
Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
And you blew it.
I know.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson.
Call Logan Thompson. We get results.
Call Logan Thompson.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
To a better you. With the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance. My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
This is the Cleveland Ford pregame show on MixTV.tv. Shop Cleveland Ford online at clevelandford.com. Cleveland Ford, honest people, honest deals.
All right, back on MixTV.tv. Along with Stephen Shelton, I'm Danny Collins here at Walker Valley High School as we prepare for the second game of our doubleheader. It's the gentleman's turn. The Raiders and the Mustangs looking to do battle here on Rivalry night at Walker Valley. Shelton, pretty much as we thought it would be, or as script went for the first game, with the exception of the first quarter. Lady Mustangs played really well coming out. Lady Raiders just kind of controlled the tempo from that point forward.
Yeah, that game was 12-12. If you're just now joining us, final score 51-27. The Lady Raiders win here at Walker Valley. But after the first quarter, Denny, was 12-12. The only problem is Walker Valley only scored 2 points in that second quarter, which really just closed the door for their chances. But Good had a great night, 11 points for her. McDonald had 13. And then Hernandez had 1, so only 3. Stanzel had 2, so 4 Lady Mustangs in the scoring, and 90% of that scoring coming from 2 players. But for the Lady Raiders, it was Copeland with 11, Huffman with 20, Rodriguez with 7, Davis with 2, Gravel with 2, Patterson with 4. So big night for Cleveland. This really sets Cleveland up now. They beat East Ham. They'll play Bradley next Friday night on MixTV.tv, 6 o'clock from the Raider Arena. They're set themselves up for a possibility to share first place in the regular season district. They're at Cleveland High School next Saturday night, 6 o'clock. If you can't be there in person, MixTV.tv.
Or if you don't want to watch us on TV and hear our broadcast, I'm sure you can tune in to Terry Evans and Greg Phillips as they'll bring you the radio coverage. So wherever you are, we're going to have you locked and loaded, ready for the game. We'll bring you the broadcast in one way or another, and we're so thankful for the opportunity to broadcast this and bring this to you here in our community. It's such a nice thing, and we appreciate all of our sponsors. Stephen, let's turn to the boys' game now, and we expect a little different vibe and feeling in this game compared to when they played at Cleveland. It's a Friday night, different buzz.
Oh, yeah. The gym's packed. I mean, we can honestly say now this gym is officially packed. I mean, you've got people standing just about in every corner possible, and what a great atmosphere. I mean, it really is. And so Walker Valley coming into this, they have 2 kids. And when we look at this Walker Valley team, Denny, you've got 2 kids here that a lot of people are now starting to talk about a little bit about, hey, what about Mr. Basketball? What's going on? You got the 5th ranked team in the state of Tennessee with two guys now, Turner Clayton scoring 18 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, 2 assists a game, 2 steals a game. He's shooting 57% from the floor, 34% from 3. And then Zach Davis, 19 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, 2 assists a game, 2 steals a game. And he's shooting 59% from the floor, 35% from 3, and 77% from the charity line. So you talk about these two guys, Denny, two guys that a lot of people are saying, hey, what's going on here? Everyone's crowning the young man at Maryville as kind of Mr. Basketball, but Walker Valley saying, well, hold up just a second. We beat Maryville in this regular season. So that's a name. Those two names, Zach and Turner, starting to get a little more notoriety and really going down the stretch here in this playoffs, and for maybe a mention there in the race for Mr. Basketball.
Well, so we know what to expect, and of course both those young men eclipsed the 1,000-point mark in the previous weeks. Turner Clayton did it in our broadcast at Bradley Central. Zach Davis did it in their game here last week, so we may see a recognition for that. Pretty cool to have two kids with 1,000 points.
You don't have a lot of teams that have two. Usually if you have one, that's the guy doing most of the scoring, but to have two, there's a lot of points on the floor there. A lot of points just with the starting 5 that's been able to accomplish here at Walker Valley over their 4 years here. And so, we talked about the youth of the Lady Mustang program. We can talk about the older statesmen here at the experience for the Mustangs. This senior-led team is the team they've been waiting on for years to get to this point, and they're looking to make a big run toward the glass house.
And let's go from the navy blue to the royal blue. The Raiders, probably not a lot of people are going to expect a lot from them tonight, but Stephen, you and I were talking off the air. This team's got a little bit of swagger. They've got some pieces that are strong. They're athletic, well coached. They're not going to stand down in this rivalry game tonight.
No, I think one of the things you've got to understand is this coaching staff was, you get hired to take over a team, and the roster that you thought you were going to have. When Coach Pride came in, you think you've got a certain roster, and a lot of those kids decide to play elsewhere and move on. And so Coach Pride has done an excellent job with this Raider basketball program and getting them. Kind of getting them a foundation of where he wants to take them in the years to come. They're young, and I just think that he's doing a fantastic job. But when we talk about talent, we talk about the ability to get up and down the floor. He's got athletes. What he needs now is develop those athletes into basketball players.
So if you're the Raiders, what's the key for tonight's game? Walker Valley wants to come out and start hot. What do you do if you're Cleveland High School?
That's exactly right. Don't let Walker Valley get out hot. You got to. If the Raiders are going to win this game, they win it on the defensive side. They cannot outscore Walker Valley. They have to control the basketball, control the tempo. They have to do everything in the world to keep Walker Valley. Walker Valley's a team that they may go 2 or 3 minutes without scoring. You blink 30 seconds, they've thrown 13 in. They're that quick. So it's just one of those, keep Walker Valley from going on those quick bursts and runs. Keep them from really getting out in front of you. If you start playing defense behind Walker Valley, you're going to get blown out of the gym.
Well, we saw that last week when they took on Red Bank. Red Bank, a state-ranked team. And here, let's get the camera. If we'll go here live to Zach Davis on the court. I believe they're going to recognize Zach Davis, his 1,000th point for the junior. So congratulations to Zach, as hugs all around from Coach Campbell and the players and coaches. Nice recognition for him, and he's still got a few games this season and a senior year to go. So he's got a lot of basketball left, and you're right, Shelton, he's one of the key cogs for this Mustang team. Expect him to get off tonight to a great start.
Yeah, you're going to have to shut down, if defensively for Cleveland, you've got to shut down either Zach Davis or Turner Clayton. You're not going to shut them both down, so you've got to try to take one out of the offensive flow for Walker Valley and disrupt them enough that you can score, because, again, you've got to win it on the defensive side if you're Cleveland. You cannot win this thing on the offensive side. Walker Valley will trade buckets for buckets with anybody in the state.
Starting lineup for the Raiders, number 1, Braden Beavers, number 12, D. Lovelace, 14, Malachi King, 23, Barakwai Ndagwe, 32, Daxton Evans. For your Mustangs, it's going to be the usual suspects. 0, Isaac Salzville. Number 1, Ashton Davis. Number 2, Turner Clayton. Number 3, Zach Davis. And tonight will be Michael Wood,
who's really improved. Man, he has played so, really, really well here of late.
Michael Wood. So they've got Michael Wood and Cale Coates in, and it's going to be Ashton will not start tonight.
He's in street clothes.
That's something, yeah, we've talked about that. A little bit of an injury bug for Ashton, so he's not starting tonight. It's going to be Michael Wood and Cale Coates picking up the slack there, as Wyatt Keaton out injured, and now Ashton Davis in street clothes. So it's going to be a little bit different for Turner. Zach, Isaac Salzwell's a big contributor, and you talked about Michael Wood and what he's done over the course of the season.
Michael just matured as a young man. He's matured as an athlete. He had coming off a fantastic football season. Now on the basketball floor, Michael Wood, whose grandfather's Winford Wood, Basketball Hall of Fame, Winford Wood, sitting here right in front of us. So basketball runs in this family. And so, again, Michael's just really, really developed into a good athlete here. Kind of a late bloomer, but has really grown into that. And got a great frame, can get up. He can get off the floor. Just a good, nice piece to put along with all these shooters that Walker Valley's got.
So let's talk about a little bit one of the guys for Cleveland High School, Daxton Evans. Evans, a sophomore, son of Randy Evans and Diana Evans.
You wanted to say Sutherland, didn't you? I think.
Yeah. I mean,
it's old habits hard to break.
Old habits hard to break. Daxton Evans, kind of one of those kids who's come along for the Raiders.
Yeah,
and
he's really matured.
Young contributor, also a football player playing basketball, does a great job on the basketball court. He's provided a nice spark for them over the last few weeks.
No, absolutely. He's played strong. Randy, great player at Sell Creek, went on to play at Bryan College. Randy, just a big guy, and his son's following in those footsteps.
So I'm not sure what we've got going on. Looks like something with the book. Hopefully we can get that squared away, as pretty much everybody's accepted. Everybody's anticipating the big win. Nice screenshot, the aerial coverage from Cleveland Insurance. Nice drone footage of the gymnasium entrance here.
I hope I didn't buy that drone.
Walker Valley High School. Probably yours. You didn't know you had it, like the Canon camera here. So we're going to start the game. We're going to start the game with a technical foul. It's going to be Zach Davis to the line to shoot him. So probably we'll get some clarification on that, but probably a uniform issue, maybe a number issue. Had a kid on the book that should not have been there. That's typically how that works. Second free throw, good. So we're going to start 1-0 for Walker Valley, and that will no tip. So the Mustangs will start with the ball and a 1-0 lead. So a little different start here than normal on the rivalry night. MixTV.tv along with Stephen Shelton. I'm Denny Collins. Glad to bring you the streaming broadcast if you're joining us here. If you're not, we hope you're listening to Greg Phillips and Terry Evans bringing you the action on Friday night, the rivalry games. So we talked about it, Shelton. It's imperative that Cleveland starts out strong. That's not a great way to start. Tough shot from Isaac Salzwell, and his game has really come a long way.
Yeah, shoots like his mom.
Not like his dad, for sure. Isaac Salzwell gives Walker Valley that was a 3. I thought he was on the line. They were going to give him a 3. So 4-0 your lead after the technical free throw and the three-pointer from Isaac Salzwell. Walker Valley coming out in that long zone defense, and McGuire can't get it to go down. He's going to be somebody they count on underneath to do a lot of the dirty work and kind of get some of that scoring in the paint.
Absolutely.
McGuire misses, so it's the Mustangs back the other way. Cale Coates with the left hand can't get it to go. Woods cleans it up. He'll try to get it. No, battled around, and it'll be out of there. Raiders will control. D. Lovelace, and D, we talked about him in the last broadcast. He's a young man that can really put some points up, and they're going to count on D. Lovelace to do just that if they want to stay in this game. You talked about this, Shelton. Mustang team can score in bunches. They can get to double digits in a hurry on a scoring run.
Absolutely. They just score so quick. I think Greg Phillips said it best. He said, you're sitting there thinking, well, they're not doing a great job offensively, and then all of a sudden, boom, 11 points are put on the board. They just so streaky, and it just happens in a blink of an eye.
Last week, Red Bank had a lead late in the fourth quarter of their game. And Red Bank, a top 10 team in the state. And Walker Valley ended up winning by 15. They went on a 12-0 run just in the middle of the fourth, and that was the end of it. As a turnover there from the Mustangs. Good backdoor cut from Turner.
Yeah,
couldn't corral it.
Well, he didn't catch it. Turner catches that. That rim's rocking.
4-0 your score. Lady Raiders were victorious in game one. We'll recap some of that here in between the quarters. Lady Raiders win. They duplicate the win at Cleveland High School earlier in the year. And here we are at Walker Valley on the 25th anniversary night as we've honored 6 members of the Walker Valley Hall of Fame here in between games, and we recognize some of the, I guess, not alumni, but the former employees throughout the year that have been at Walker Valley High School in the stands across the way. Cleveland not able to turn it in.
Oh my gosh.
Tell you who is unbelievable. Davis, Zach Davis is he puts on a show there. That's his 3rd bucket to go along with a free throw. Long three on the outside is going to draw nothing.
I think Michael may have got a little piece of that one on the way up.
In Digway, his three, no good. Michael Wood with a little bit of a block. Another long three.
Got to follow.
If that one goes in, you know, he's one of those players that if he hits a couple of buckets, he sees the basketball go through the hoop, then he's going to be in for a big night. Could be in for a big night either way. McGowan with the ball. They're working around, and Cleveland very cautious here as they kind of look for the right shot. Baseline jumper will be no good. Salisbury pulls down the rebound. How important is it for Cleveland to have second chance points to stay in this game?
Pivotal. I mean, they just they cannot afford to be a one shot and head the other way team tonight. Because Walker Valley is, from a shooting standpoint, Walker Valley wants that. They want to grab it and go, and Cleveland's got to clean up the boards on both ends.
Well, they foul on Indigway, his first, and to the line is Zach Davis. I think they're going to give him 2 I thought they called that on the floor. No, they'll give him 2. He misses that free throw. So,
one of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
From a defensive perspective, Shelton, how do you wrap your mind around containing this Walker Valley team? They've got so many weapons and can score in so many different ways. How do you defend them?
Miss both. I still think that it's you've got to take away one of the pieces. You've got to take away either Turner Clayton, you've got to take away Davis. You have to take one of them completely away. And that's, a lot of their scoring. Other than that, I mean, it's if you're just going to try to play them straight up, it's going to be a long night for most teams.
So another one-shot possession there for the Raiders, and Zach Davis back down the court will be knocked out of bounds. He wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Zach Davis, obviously, he's got intentions to get to the rim tonight.
Oh, yeah, you can tell.
I believe we've got going to have another. Is it another technical?
I'm not sure what he said.
No.
It's just warning, bench warning.
Bench warning. We'll line it up, do it again. We've got Kel Coates inbounding. Want to get to Kel Coates. Kel was one of those who, great pass, great design underneath, out of bounds underneath play, great design to get Turner Clayton, and we're going to take a timeout. We'll stay here because I want to get to 8-0 to start the game. I want to get to this with. We reached out to the players and asked them to kind of do some, fill out for us a player info sheet, and Kel Coates from the Mustangs, one of those that completed it. One of the questions we asked the players, tell us who was the best all-time player. And I'm convinced his dad, Eddie Coates, had something to do with this, but Kel Coates said Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's not the name that really came to my mind when you posed those questions.
Now, Bob McAdoo played for, I can't remember their name, but Buffalo was their professional name. And I believe Bob McAdoo had a 20-year career, ended up with the Lakers, I think. Bob McAdoo, and he's in the Hall of Fame, as a matter of fact. He is the only player that finished a season averaging 30 points and 15 rebounds a game. The only player in the history of the NBA to do that. Played at North Carolina, I believe. North Carolina, Dean Smith recruited him out of JUCO, and I think they'll tell you one of the very few kids that Dean Smith recruited from the JUCO level. He was an all-time player, great player.
Bob McAdoo.
I'm not saying he's the best, but I love it. That's great fodder for us to talk about.
10 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He shot 46% from the floor.
He played 20 years. 20 years, and he's a Hall of Famer. I'm not going to tell you he's the best, but you know what? I'll take him over LeBron. How about that for a hot take? How about that for a hot take? Oh, goodness. Hey, we'll talk a little more about the player profiles. We'll finish Kel Coates and talk some more about who he highlighted as we've got Michael Wood along 3.
Not Michael's, not in Michael's.
Not his forte, but Kel Coates brings it down. And again, Cleveland just having trouble on the boards early, giving up offensive rebounds, not getting offensive rebounds on their end. So they're struggling here to get any offensive continuity outside of one shot.
Buffalo Braves.
The Braves, that's right. Buffalo Braves.
He played for the Braves, the Knicks, the Celtics, the Pistons, the Nets, the Lakers, the 76ers.
76, okay. I thought he finished with the Lakers.
And then he played in Europe for about, looks like 6 more years after that.
Bob McAdoo. Kel Coates he believes he's the greatest. Bob McAdoo. I just love the creativity of it.
Most valuable player in 75, top 5-time NBA All-Star. Rookie of the year, 1973.
He was a player. Absolutely player. We got a couple of players here, several players on the court for both teams, the Mustangs and the Raiders, in a great game. And Walker Valley has started out strong here. A long 3, cannot get it to go. There's the offensive rebound you were looking for, Shelton, but Salisbury rips it away. So an offensive rebound opportunity gets stolen away. The Mustangs back the other way. We're over halfway through the first quarter. We've honored Zach Davis here at the start of this game for his 1,000th point. Got that last week. I believe it was the Red Bank game in which he earned his 1,000th point. Is that correct?
It is.
Red Bank game, 1,000th point. Shot no good. And Kel Coates, his second offensive rebound in the last 3 possessions. Kel Coates not known for his rebounding prowess, but he's sneaking around down there tonight.
Well, I mean, both the Coates boys that played at Walker Valley are just really good on the boards. They have a nose for the basketball.
So 10-0, not the start that you want if you're Cleveland, as they are really struggling to match up against this zone and to find some offense, but they do. Here's the first bucket, Malachi King, as we've got a stoppage of play. So Malachi King gets Cleveland on the board. Into the game for the Mustangs. That's 44. We're going to have to 44 in addition to the roster.
May have been for the technical fouls there at the start of the game, possibly.
Well, no, because that would have been Cleveland shooting. This is Roman Yulo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My friend,
Cleveland. Yes.
Roman Yulo, and we talked about Roman Yulo at the Bradley game. Roman Yulo built like an absolute tank, and he does not look like the receiver that you would think. I mean, he's got incredible speed, incredible hands. It's more like a linebacker or a defensive end coming at you. Roman Yulo in there to cause some havoc for the Mustangs. 10-2 after the turnover. Of course, Roman Yulo, big-time football player for the Mustangs.
Going to Austin Peay.
Austin Peay signee. He'll be a Governor. Expect him to have a great career for sure. Great family, hard worker. He'll do great. Also into the game is Harrison Yost. Getting some early action here, under 2 minutes to go. Quick 5-second count on Zach Davis there. So a couple of turnovers here for the Mustangs as their offense has slowed down, and that's not something you expect to see.
Yeah, there's a little confusion there. They wanted Yulo to come up for the screen, but it took so long to develop. Got 5-second call on Zach. Zach's got to be a little more aware with the basketball for what's going on there.
Little matchup zone here against the Raiders as they, the Raiders try to find some answers and some offensive continuity. They're working a high-low game, but really can't get anything going. There's a drive, and they'll say
jump ball. Yeah,
jump
I thought
ball.
It was a good call.
Jump ball. Mustangs got their hands on it. Harrison Yost will inbound it. Harrison Yost, son of David and Dana Yost, and Harrison, a great golfer for the Mustangs.
Walker Valley up 10-2, and just to be honest with you, it's not been a great quarter for Walker Valley.
Sheldon, it's very reminiscent of the game at Cleveland High School. Again, you talked about it in the early broadcast. Cleveland makes you play a certain way that's not always stylistically what you're wanting to do. They make it ugly, so to speak.
They do make it ugly, and they make you do some things you don't want to do. And Zach's really almost forcing it to the middle there. He's getting, had Kel Coach wide open and for a good look from three, but just didn't get it to him. And just kind of Walker Valley just really forcing some stuff offensively.
Loveless will inbound to King, looking to get in, and then almost a minute to go here in the first quarter. Landon Pride into the game as well. Gabe Krebs also on the block for the Raiders. Beavers looking inside out. This matchup zone has been a problem for Cleveland. They've gotten looks like that one. They just cannot finish. Krebs had a good look at it, but Clayton there to clean it up, and back the other way we go.
If Walker Valley's going to play ISO ball, I mean, if this is, we'll play James Harton rules, it's going to be a long night.
And you talked about that. That was one of the, I think, concerns from last year's team. Moving forward, the coaching staff wanted to address that and said, look, we've got to share more. We've got to be more fluid offensively. It's not something we've seen a lot from the Mustangs this year.
Yeah, not tonight especially.
And so that's something they want to avoid for sure. It's back in the zone again. Cleveland searching, trying to find an answer here. Under 20 seconds to go. They get the high-low. Good look outside and another leaner. That time it goes. Beavers, his second. So Beavers brings it to within 6. We're going to wind the clock down. It's going to be Clayton in an ISO. He'll get to the rim, and he'll miss the layup. So again, nothing going. So a little bit of life there to finish for Cleveland High School as they trail 10-4 into the first quarter. We'll take a 60-second break and be back on MixTV.tv. The rivalry games. We'll be back in 60.
Did you figure out what you're going to do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. I left my gas truck a couple years ago when I realized that this mid-sized truck with a diesel engine could pull my trailer with so much more efficiency, and they helped me find it. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. Second period coverage is presented by USS. Since 1994, we've helped more than 30,000 customers solve their foundation repair and waterproofing problems. Learn more online at USSTN.com.
Back here at Walker Valley High School, MixTV.tv, along with Stephen Shelton. I'm Denny Collins.
We just got some clarification on the Bob McAdoo situation.
Those of you that are wondering.
Bob McAdoo, who's Kel Coates, who he thinks is the greatest player of all time. Eddie is saying it wasn't him, Eddie Coates. He's blaming it on his mother, Sylvia Coates.
Sylvia. So
her influence.
Shout out to Sylvia Coates, teaching young Kel the classics, so to speak. Bob McAdoo, the classics. The Buffalo Braves, all-time great. So whoever it was, well done. That wins the answer of the night for sure on our player info sheet. So we're getting ready to start here, 10-4. Shelton, real quick, your impressions. We'll start with the Raiders. Your impressions of the first quarter.
Just offensively, they had nothing whatsoever. Walker Valley really offensively had nothing. If we want to, they just didn't play very well. It's 10-4, and Walker Valley should be up probably 15 right now. The way that Cleveland played offensively, but Walker Valley just a lot of isolation on the offense for Walker Valley, a lot of trying to get to the middle, and not a lot of great passing, not a lot of great sharing, and just a lot of isolation on the offensive end.
How much has the defensive pressure or that matchup zone from Walker Valley, how much has that created problems for Cleveland?
I don't think much. I think Cleveland's just not shot the ball very well. They've got some decent looks, just had nothing to fall.
Cleveland looking to scratch their way back into this. A 3 would make this a one-possession game. But again, they've had their looks. Just shooting the ball has been a struggle for the Raiders so far here. We thank you for joining us on MixTV.tv. The rivalry games here Friday night. It's been a fun night. The Lady Raiders victorious in game number 1. Long three from Salisbury is good. Salisbury started the opening quarter with a 3. Does the same here in the second quarter. His 6th point, second bucket of the night for Salisbury. And he is your leading scorer so far. So the Raiders, really have an opportunity. They just can't get any continuity offensively in spite of the opportunity.
Walker Valley in this 2-3 zone, they're just, basically saying, shoot us out of it.
Harrison Yost and Michael Wood at the top of that zone. Little matchup. And tip out will be a run out to Salisbury. Salisbury will take it himself all the way up and good. His 8th. Landon Pride into the game for the Raiders, along with Beavers, Loveless, Malachi King, and Daxton Evans for the gentlemen in royal blue on the road tonight. They'll go inside to Evans. Evans has been quiet tonight. Nice turnaround jump shot and good. So nice move there as he turned around, had a one-on-one opportunity against Yulo in that zone, took advantage of it. 15-6 your score. Thank you for joining us here on MixTV.tv. Wood will try another 3, not to be. Tapped around will go to Yost. Yost looks for Wood. He'll go underneath. And a foul will be called, but they'll wave it off. Great move from Michael Wood. Great pass from Harrison Yost, but they're going to say no, on the floor.
On the floor?
They're going to say on the floor.
The ball was hitting the backboard when he blew the whistle.
I'm going to believe what I saw unless they change it here. It looks like, they don't. It's out of bounds underneath. The Mustangs thinks he was shooting. Officials are saying no, on the floor.
Oh, boy.
So Yost will move to take the ball out. Take 2 off the board for the Mustangs. 15-6 your score here. They'll look to go to Salisbury on that out of bounds underneath. That's the same play. They went inside to Turner Clayton. Clayton not in the game here. Love for them to try to get Yulo here. Let's see what the strong arm receiver can do underneath there. I'll bring it back to Davis and he'll reset. So almost halfway through the second quarter of this second game here, the Mustangs and the Raiders battling. You're not going to win that fight.
No.
You will not win that fight. Another long 3, no good. Salisbury thought he had the hot hand. I'm not sure I would make a business decision there if I'm going in to tangle with Roman Yulo. No, you got it.
Yeah,
you can keep that one, my man.
He hit Beavers. Was like bling.
That's like hitting an absolute piece of stone. That's unbelievable. Raiders will bring it up, trailing 15-6, and it's just been kind of one of those games that's lacked any kind of fluidity. It's just not been really up and down the court. And I think that favors the Raiders, so to speak. They only trail by 9, but they cannot convert on this end. Limited shots, good looks, as Daxton Evans pulls down the rebound and goes back up. I believe that's his 4th point, so half of Cleveland's points. Credit to Daxton Evans. 15-8 your score. And if this game continues in this way, the Mustangs going to be in a bad spot. Harrison Yost looking. He'll take a jump shot, no good. Rebound saved out of bounds to Cleveland. They'll race the other way. It's Beavers a long 3. This will be big.
That would have been a big one to drop.
Can't get it. Evans there. He's just sneaky around, but I'm telling you, every time they get a rebound, the Mustangs are scrappy. They're in there knocking the ball around. They're going to take a quick timeout. We'll take it with them, catch our breath. 15-8 your score. 60-second break. We'll be back on MixTV.tv.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day 1. Medical, dental, and vision insurance. Paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
All right, back to the rivalry games. MixTV.tv, we welcome you back to Walker Valley High School. Cleveland Raiders, Walker Valley Mustangs in this district clash. The second of two. We thank you for joining us. If you just now have tuned in, Lady Raiders victorious in a big way. It was close early, but the Lady Raiders pulled away, and they were victorious over the Lady Mustangs. This one has started out a little bit sloppy. The Mustangs not doing much offensively. The Raiders not doing much as well. So it's been a little bit up and down. And Shelton, talk about what each team has to do to get some rhythm going.
Hit some shots. I mean, that's the number one thing. But Walker Valley's got to run some offense. It's just they're really stagnant on the offensive. Don't know if I've seen them run a play since early in the first quarter. It's been kind of just grab it and go. They're going to have to work a little bit. Here's one right here with Zach, but not
Tough shot. Yep. Tough shot. Zach Davis, 2 for him. I believe that's 5 for him. 5 for Zach Davis as he started the game with a technical foul free throw. Has hit a 3, and then that shot. Now a long 3. There you go. Beavers needed that one, a long 3. And now we start to see a little bit of rhythm here. Back-to-back buckets from the Mustangs and the Raiders. So maybe we can get a little rhythm. And Cleveland trying to speed up this pace or slow down the Mustangs, so to speak, as they incite pressure. Another long 3. He's missed his last 2.
With Yulo on the floor, I'm not going man-to-man. I'm leaving Yulo alone, especially standing outside. I'm doubling Zach or I'm doubling Kale. I'm doubling somebody else on the end until Yulo gets down to the block because offensively he's not a threat.
Beavers thought he might be feeling it. Davis will answer. He's not feeling it, so back and forth we go. Somebody's got to get hot here before too long. Beavers will try again. History good, so maybe Beavers is the guy. Big 3 there to bring it within 3. Beavers not afraid to shoot.
8 for Beavers.
That's 8 for Beavers. We're going to stay here and do one of our player spotlights as we keep it here, and we're going to stay on. We're going to stay on Cale Coates if we can, since we spotlighted him. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go to Michael Woods. Let's spotlight Michael Woods. Kay and Winford Woods, Stephanie Phillips and Michael are his family. Nicknamed Big Mike. Pre-game ritual for him. It is his song of the week. I'd love to know what his song of the week is for this week, because Michael's big time player for the Mustangs. He's played really well. He is all-time greatest. He has leapt up my board, Shelton. Greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan.
See, Michael Wood has been
raised right.
He's been taught the right way.
He's been raised right. Although he's a fan of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. He hopes to play football at the next level and wants to be a licensed therapist. So Michael Wood, and wants to give a shout out to everyone that's built a relationship with me, made me smile and laugh. So good little player spotlight there. Michael Wood of the Mustangs. We're thankful to spotlight him and hope he has success tonight in his game and plays well. He got the answer right. I threw that one in there. I wanted to know how many of these guys picked Michael Jordan, because that's, to me,
oh, there's no question.
There's no question, and a lot of them did not. So Michael was one of the few that did. Hats off to him. 17-14, a little momentum shift. The crowd getting a little energized. Finally, people are starting to, hey,
it's packed house.
They're wanting a little bit more here. They're begging for something. A couple of threes from Beavers has kept this game close. In Cleveland, again, they're staying around. And Steve, you talked about this in the early broadcast. This is what they do. Wood.
Well, they cannot buy one.
They can't buy one. Turner Clayton finally. Turner Clayton on the putback. Michael Wood, his 4th. Michael Wood with a shot. Turner Clayton with a rebound putback. 4 for him.
He's way behind the 18-point average, that's for sure.
Way behind, but as you know, things can change in a hurry for Turner Clayton. Pass will be intercepted. Back the other way will be the Raiders.
I wonder the last time Walker Valley has been held to 19 points in the first half.
Bucket will be good. That's Quentin Jones, a great look. And again, Cleveland trails by 3. Good passing underneath, quickly back, knocked out of bounds by D. Lovelace. And yeah, that's a great question. When's the last time they've been held to this few points in a half?
And sadly, they've held themselves to 19 points in this first half.
Not a great shooting performance from the Mustangs tonight. Credit to Cleveland, though. They've been aggressive defensively. But like you said, you take away Salisville's threes, and this is a different ball game. Isaac Salisville opened the game with a three, opened the second quarter with a three, and that's been pretty much the bulk of it. The rest of it in spots. Zach Davis will get in the backcourt as we approach a minute to go. 19-16, this game has been close throughout the start, but Cleveland has the momentum currently. They'll go to Davis underneath, and he'll wiggle his way. And it seems like every time they need a bucket, Zach Davis is there.
That's 7 for Davis.
7 for him. That'll be the team high for the Mustangs. Long three, no good.
Good rebound.
Loveless puts it up, rebound, but again, turnover.
It's a walk.
Getting a little bit out of sorts here. Another turnover. Roman Yulo, he's using his speed quickly down the court. And it's going to be Zach Davis corralling it. A long three from Turner Clayton.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that was a foul all day long. He rode underneath it.
Roman Yulo, man, that was tough.
And that's dangerous.
Looked like trying to box him out, and Yulo just came off his feet.
Well, he got underneath him too.
And so now it's getting a little bit chippy.
I bet there's a dent in the floor where Yulo hit.
Yeah, I'd say the floor took the brunt of that for sure. We're going to the replay. As you can see, the box out underneath, got him underneath.
Yeah,
that's a foul going to be called against Cleveland. And so now we've got some a little bit of energy and emotion on the court, as you would expect in a rivalry game, Shelton. You've played in a rivalry game once or twice.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's, you got a little emotion, you got a little energy.
Nothing wrong with this whatsoever. Michael Wood trying to establish himself in the box there on the low block. They're trying to push him out.
And Krebs doing what Krebs should do, and he's battling. So long three, no good. Rebound back Cleveland, 21-16, under 15 seconds. This should be the last shot of the half. Zach Davis will meet at half court.
Got him trapped.
They've got him trapped. They're going to give it up. It's going to be a drive to the basket. No, stay here. So under 4 seconds to go. Cleveland theoretically will have an out of bounds underneath. And one shot here to cut into this lead, trailing by 5 in what's been a tough offensive half for both teams. They'll go inside. The horn will sound. The bucket will not count. Quentin Jones had a good look, just not in time. So wave off the bucket. We'll keep it at 21-16. Halftime it is. So we'll be back. Take 2 minutes of break on MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
To a better you with the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance. My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
You're watching the Rivalry games on MixTV.tv, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. It's time now for tonight's halftime show, sponsored by District Attorney Stephen Hatchett.
All right, back here on MixTV.tv, halftime of Game 2, our Rivalry game series here at Walker Valley High School as Cleveland High School has come to town. They trail 21-16, the Mustangs on top. Now we want to recognize and honor the 2024-25 Walker Valley Lady Mustangs softball team state champions. Tonight at the halftime of the game, they're receiving their rings, their state championship rings. This was the first state championship for the Lady Mustangs softball team, finished runner-up previously, and the first state championship for them. So the ring ceremony going on. Just want to recap a little bit as you watch this. A little bit of recap of the action from the first half. Cleveland actually outscored Walker Valley 12-11 in the second quarter to claw back into this and trail by 5. They were led by Braden Beavers, his 8 points along with 2 threes. Quentin Jones with 2. Malachi King with 2, and Daxton Evans with 4, playing a big role on the boards for the Raiders. The Mustangs are led by Isaac Salzville and Zach Davis. Isaac Salzville with 8, Zach Davis with 7, and Kel Coates with 2, along with Turner Clayton chipping in 4 for 21. So not typically the offensive output that you're used to from a Walker Valley team. The Mustangs struggling tonight shooting the ball, and Cleveland High School still in this game, in this district game. So stick around here for the second half of action. The Raiders are going to look to come back and make this second half really entertaining as they battle the home crowd here at Walker Valley. We're going to take a break and be back. We'll be back in 2 minutes on MixTV.tv for the second half. You're listening to the Rivalry games.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day 1. Medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
John Mark and I just didn't put up billboards.
We've put down roots.
If you're hurt, call us at 265-HURT.
That's 265-4878. We are your local law firm.
Over 60% of teenage casualties in drinking and driving crashes do not wear a seatbelt.
1 in 3 high school students have ridden in a car 1 or more times for someone who's been drinking.
Texting while driving increases the risk of crashing by 23 times.
Don't become a statistic, be part of the solution.
Car crashes are the leading cause of death among teens, 1/3 of which are from drinking or drugs.
Britney's kids say, choices matter, buckle up.
Calm down.
Drive safe and sober. You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, but only for a limited time. Choose from the charbroiled double cheeseburger, hot ham and cheese, spicy chicken sandwich, and our hand-breaded chicken tender wraps. The Original Bag. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, just $6.99 at Hardee's.
I'm C-Mark.
I'm John Mark.
John Mark and I just didn't put up billboards.
We've put down roots.
If you're hurt, call us at 265-HURT.
That's 265-4878. We are your local law firm.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Visit cleveland-nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
All right, back on MixTV.tv. The rivalry games we're here tonight at Walker Valley High School as they entertain and host Cleveland High School. It's a big night here on the campus of Walker Valley, the 25th anniversary celebration, Hall of Fame induction, and of course the recognition of the 2025 state championship softball team. So a lot going on the campus. It's been a great crowd and a tremendous night for the Navy and Gold. And of course, the script not really playing that way for the Mustangs as they only lead by 5, Stephen, and probably unexpected here for the home crowd as they prepare for the second half.
Flat. That's the only thing. I mean, if you would have told me before the game Cleveland had 16 points at halftime, I would say they're getting blown out. No, they're right in this game, and you're a 3 away from being really in this game. So Walker Valley's got to get it going offensively. They've got to share the basketball. Got to look for the open. But I tell you what they didn't do a lot of cutting. They had one backdoor cut to Turner Clayton. He kind of fumbled a little bit, was not able to finish there. But not a lot of cuts, not a lot of traditional offensive things that we've seen Walker Valley do this year thus far in this first half.
So the starters as we've got a cut and a score, they're from Loveless. The starters we'll start for Walker Valley, the same 5, Salisville, Clayton, Davis, Michael Wood, and Cale Coates. Starting for the Raiders, the same starting 5 as well in Dugway, Daxton Evans, King, Loveless, and Braden Beavers. So the same crew tonight that started the second half, that started the first half will start the second half, and they have cut into this again, trailing by 3. As close as Cleveland has been, a nice set there to start the second half. Walker Valley will look to get this offense going, and we've talked about it before. they can start in such a hurry and things can get going and it could go downhill quick for the Mustangs. They can score in bunches. Coach Campbell's got to be trying to, pull the lever, push the buttons to do something to get this thing going.
Yeah, they just need a couple to fall. I mean, it's kind of like what we said in that first game with the Lady Raiders. You got to see the ball go in the hole there, and Walker Valley just needs to get a little bit of offense going. And once they do, like I said, they can score in a hurry.
Loose ball scramble drill will end up in a foul. How big is the absence of Ashton Davis tonight? He's such a critical component. How big is that loss?
He's not a guy that he's going to light up the scoreboard for you, but what he does is he kind of controls the offense when you need him to. He does everything that a coach loves. He doesn't have to get his name in the scoring book to have an impact, and so that's definitely from a rotational thing as well. You kind of get some set rotations this time of year as you're heading into the playoffs, and when you lose a piece of that, it does kind of mess with your rotation.
Ashton out, brother Zach to the line for the free throw. His first one good. Also out tonight, continuing absence, Wyatt Keaton. Wyatt has been the five-man for the Mustang team all season. He had an injury over the Christmas holiday, and he's been out. They'll miss him for a few more weeks. Decided to get him back and get that rotation going. So 2 big free throws from Davis, pushes the lead back to 5, and the Raiders with the ball in this game in a packed house here at Walker Valley High School in North Bradley County. And pesky defense there from Davis and Wood. They'll induce the turnover. Cale Coates will spin Bob McAdoo style and draw the foul.
You tell me that's not a basketball family. Number one, he felt the pressure coming from his right side. He switches and goes left. He drives right into the defense, spins, makes the defense move their feet enough to draw the foul, go to the line. That is basketball 101.
He's a basketball guy for sure. Also, remember the tennis team. Cale's a big tennis player. Of course, Dad
He told me he was the best tennis player in his family. I said, whatever. That's fine. It's fine, Coach.
I'd say don't tell Dad that. Dad will probably beat him with the racket he plays with. Literally. I mean, Dad was a little bit competitive back in the day. That whole family was. Cale not able to convert, but Isaac Salzwell there to clean it up.
Well, when you play at Wimbledon, that's you're okay. That's fine.
Turner thought about it. Michael Wood took it, and there's Cale Coates, his third offensive rebound. He went up with it, can't get it to go. Michael Wood does get it to go. Cale Coates, 3 offensive rebounds. He's probably the smallest player on the court. Big cleanup there, Michael Wood. Michael Wood, a great contributor to this Mustang team. He has filled in the role that has been vacated from Wyatt Keaton's absence really well. Layup going to be short. Quentin Jones could not get it to go. Mustangs will clean it up, a 7-point lead. Well, this is that time, when things could really turn if you're Walker Valley, and you got to be careful if you're the Raiders. And here's the shot to do it. Can't get it to go. Clayton's 3, normally so steady, not tonight. Raiders quickly down the other way. Foul going to be called. Cale Coates a little too aggressive against Quentin Jones. Looks like he'll have an opportunity to go to the line. So again, we talked about this, the Raiders looking to kind of, find their identity late in the second half. Well-coached team, a lot of great, athletes on the team, some really good pieces. What do you look for them in the tournament play in terms of district and region?
Well, I think, as you've seen tonight with the Raiders, they can play with just about anybody. The problem the Raiders have had all year is they can't score. Defensively, they don't do a bad job. They're athletic. They can get up and down. But rebounding and scoring is 2 things that if they can ever find those 2 pieces on the same night, they're a team that you can say, that was an upset. So the Raiders are just I think they've gotten the rotation, the way they want it. It's just can they get someone to really start scoring a little bit more. We saw Beard hit 2 threes. He's not touched the ball since. You've got to keep feeding the young man when you get somebody with a hot hand. As you know, Denny, 7 threes at Lookout Valley one night. You get the hot hand, you got to keep feeding them.
Blind squirrel can find a nut, my friend, but Braden Beavers had hit 2 threes and brought this team back, cut it to within 3. He's not had the open look yet. They're going to call it travel, Michael Wood. So Wood, a little too aggressive there as he was trying to get to the rack. 25-18 your score, and every time there's a little bit of separation, turnover, loose ball, missed 3. Things just not clicking tonight for Walker Valley. Back in the zone they go. The Raiders will bring it up slowly. Coach Pride calling out the orders, instructions for his team. Coach Pride's done a great job, I think, with this team. You mentioned it.
Yeah.
You've mentioned it a lot. He's done a great job, and such a strong coach. Try to dunk it there. That looked like me, Malachi King. Come on. Malachi King went up, put it down. A timeout will be called. It'll be full. We'll take it with him. So 25-20, MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. Back in 60 seconds.
Owning a home should be one of life's greatest pleasures, but without a solid foundation, it can become a major source of stress. Luckily, you're not alone. Our experts can identify the true cause of foundation issues and guide you through every step of the way to fixing them, from pinpointing the problem to perfecting the solution. We form custom solutions to meet the needs of your foundation and your wallet, including flexible payment options. With our team by your side, consider your home and your peace of mind secure.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Back here on MixTV.tv, the rivalry games at Walker Valley High School, hosting Cleveland tonight. We're in game 2, 25-20. Walker Valley on top. They have led throughout, Stephen, but it's been a struggle.
No, absolutely. It's been just an offensive struggle. Walker Valley, 25 points. Cleveland outscored them in the last quarter, and now Cleveland's tied with them in this quarter. So they're scoring with them shot for shot. It's just Walker Valley's not hitting any shots.
1,000-point scorer Turner Clayton could not get that one to go. End of the game is Harrison Yost. A big 3 from Beavers does not go.
Hit the strap there going up.
Hit the strap. So Yost is in a 7-man rotation tonight so far for the Mustangs, as only let's see, Harrison Yost has been in, Kel Coates has been in, Michael Woods in, Davis, Salisville, and Roman Yulo. Pass ahead. That's about 4 layups this quarter that they've missed. Cleveland's had every opportunity with bunnies, just can't get them to go.
Yeah, I mean, both sides really. Turner Clayton's missed a couple down there. Kel Coates missed a couple down there. Zach Davis has missed a couple down there, and you've got some shots that you normally see these guys hit, and they're just not falling tonight.
Little pseudo pressure from the Raiders as they look to slow the Mustangs' tempo down. Not a real threat to trap or press. Just, hey, let's let them walk it up and set this offense. Clayton on a cut. They're looking for a foul. They don't get it.
See, that is a great example, Jenny, of the athleticism. They made that play very, very hard just because how quick and long they are on the defensive side of the ball. And that's normally an easy pass into Turner. He's going to try to do the spin move that he does. But Cleveland, they can force things. Now, if you can put that athleticism and score at the same time, then you become a dangerous basketball team.
Yost out of the game. Into the game is Roman Yulo. So we're going to go speed for size here, as Roman Yulo will look to tangle down low with Quentin Jones, and another turnover. So it's just, again, we talked about it at the break, there's just no continuity on either side. And
if Cleveland could ever cut this thing, they've got it to 5. If they can ever get this to, tie this game up, I think it changes the whole dynamic and what they're trying to do, their belief in them being able to win. But just they go up 7 there with Michael Wood.
Great cut, great pass. Yeah. Turner Clayton to Michael Wood.
Just unable to close that gap and tie this game up.
So it's been 7. They've cut it to 3. That's pretty much been the variance throughout since Cleveland High School has cut it. They've had a couple of threes from Beavers to make this thing close, but just not able to get that one big bucket that they need. Beavers has kind of been the weapon from deep. Other than that, they've had opportunities inside the paint.
Yeah, I mean, you got Beavers with 8, you got Jones with 2, Lovelace 2, Malachi King 4, and Evans with 4. Evans is another guy that's kind of disappeared since that second quarter.
Yeah, Daxton Evans was really a strong force for the Raiders. Nice backdoor cut right there. they're going to say foul, and they're going to get Roman Yulo, got him with a body. Yeah, Daxton Evans was a massive problem for the Mustangs early. He got a couple of boards and was strong underneath. And again, he's kind of disappeared here late in this game. So Cleveland's going to need to figure out, hey, where can we get points? Where can we get buckets? How can we get this offense moving forward? They've done the job. This is the night to get Walker Valley. I mean, if you're going to get Walker Valley, it's going to be a night where the shots aren't falling, the tempo's not there. This is going to be the night. And
this is the type of night that I'm worried about with Walker Valley when they go to the postseason. They make, get out of the district, get out of the region. These are the type of nights that you can end a magical run really quick, just because you've got to understand if your shots are not falling, you've got to get to the rim. As we said in the last game, the rim or the free throw line, when you're having a bad night offensively, you've got to get something to get you started. And for Walker Valley, I hope they take this as a learning lesson of how to get that offense going when you're not having a great night.
Loveless 1 of 2, again cuts it to 6. And again, a little walk-up pressure, see me type, show me type pressure from the Raiders. They'll force a jump shot from Salisville. Not good, but Wood is there to clean it up and gets another good look at it, but just not enough, and they're going to call a foul on Zach Davis. So Zach Davis had an opportunity to pick the pocket clean, just couldn't get it the first go-around, got a little extra on the second.
Yeah, that's I mean, Walker Valley right now has got to get some answers offensively. I mean, this is a 6-point game, and you let this be a 5-point game going into that fourth quarter, and Cleveland all of a sudden believes, and belief will do a lot of things for a man.
We're here in the third. It's not been an offensive showcase if you're looking for that. Not a great defensive game either, just a lot of missed shots and turnovers. So this is kind of what the game that Cleveland won. A big three, a huge three from D. Loveless. That's the bucket they need. So this is as close as they've been, a 3-point deficit for the Raiders. There we go. 3-point deficit. Mustangs with the ball. Zach Davis will look to answer, and as he does, gets to the rack. And so if you know that's the formula, Shelton, why not draw that up every time?
I mean, it's really not hard to do. It's just the discipline to do it, and that's Zach's probably best offensive play of the game.
Just not a lot of people that can stay shoulder to shoulder with Zach Davis and stay in front of him. I mean, that's just a great play from a great player. Timeout going to be asked for and received from the Raiders, trailing by 5. We'll take it with them on MixTV.tv. Back to finish up the third quarter.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Visit cleveland-nissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Back on MixTV.tv along with Stephen Shelton. I'm Denny Collins bringing you the action live from Walker Valley on our rivalry games. It's been a good one. 29-24, Walker Valley leading by 5. It's been close throughout. Walker Valley looking to deliver the knockout punch. Cleveland's not going anywhere. They've got the ball. They've brought it to within 3 several times, but Shelton just not able to get it over the hump, so to speak.
No, and they're going to have to need their horses to step up here. Turner Clayton and Zach Davis have got to step up and take charge of this offense.
Long three from King is no good out of that offensive set. And so Davis will bring the ball back down. He's had success getting north and south to the basket. Let's see if that's the remedy here for the Mustangs offense. They'll go screen and roll, trying to isolate. He'll go back Back to Davis, another three from Salisville. He's had good looks tonight, hit 2 of them. There's Yulo again. So Davis thought about the three, wants to regroup, see what the new look will give him. He'll work off a screen. And just like you said, Shelton, just not a lot of movement off the ball, a lot of standing around and looking, and I wonder if that's a product of Ashton Davis not being on the court.
Could be, yep.
Clayton takes it to the rack, strong.
Gotta have it. Like
again,
I said, you get it to the rim or get to the free throw line.
Again, the Raiders struggling to really stop that rim action from the Mustangs as Clayton moves ahead. Horn will sound. Quarter's over. 31-24, 7-point lead for the Mustangs as we enter the 4th of this rivalry game. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Logan Thompson. Dude, does your ball talk?
Yeah, ever since the car accident.
Logan Thompson.
Thinks I should call Logan Thompson to get a better settlement. He won't shut up about it.
And you blew it.
I know.
We could have had it all. Logan Thompson.
Call Logan Thompson. We get results.
Call Logan Thompson.
No more varicose or spider veins.
No more tired, achy, restless legs.
No more swollen ankles.
It's time to get back
to a better you with the help from Milligan Vein Clinic.
Our board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs.
There's little or no downtime.
It was covered by my insurance.
My legs have never felt better.
Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life.
MixTV.tv. Unbelievable. This is not happening.
This is fake news.
This is
fake news.
This is next level. We demanded a MixTV.tv weather report, and we've got it.
The Langley Roof.
So you're telling me.
You're telling me there's no snow.
There's nothing anywhere.
Fruit Loops. How old is this?
This was the summer of '85, apparently.
Yes, come on, Fruit. That is horrendous.
We're hoping for some snow. I'm of the opinion that, you know what? They fooled us. We got duped last week. I'm not getting it again. I will not believe. So get ready for the word dusting if you get it at all. Mustangs here looking to dust off the offensive blues. Still can't do it. Clayton's three no good. But again, Wood right there for it. Salisville puts it back up, and he's good. So very fortuitous opportunities for the Mustangs have led this to a 9-point lead. It's not been for just great shooting tonight, but hustle has pushed this lead.
Yeah, 10 for Salisville, and then Cleveland comes back and answers with Lovelace, and Lovelace with 8.
Lovelace puts the ball in, 33-26. So as you said, Shelton, Raiders hanging around, and if the Mustangs, don't get something clicking early in this 4th quarter, we could be in for a wild ride to finish it.
I mean, Walker Valley has 33 points. It's just incredible tonight. I mean, just everything out of sync.
Tough pass from Davis as he was looking to go underneath to Salisville. Not to be. The Raiders, again, another opportunity to claw back into this thing. They trail by 7. We thank you for joining us. If you're just now tuning in, Lady Raiders, nice pass underneath. They're going to say no foul tonight. It's going to be a block the other way. Clayton will go inside out to Davis. He's hitting that all day long. Big shot from Davis. They had to have that one, a 10-point lead. So a huge turnaround, 14 points for Davis. It went from cutting it to 4 to a 10-point lead. And right back Cleveland now, heating up just a little bit. So we're starting to see a little bit of action here.
Lovelace with 10. By the way, the least number of points Walker Valley has scored this year, win or lose, is 56.
Wow, impressive. They're standing at 36. We know they can explode. D. Lovelace doing everything he can to keep his Raiders in it, and they're going to call Cleveland on the foul. Looks like they're going to get Ndegwe with a foul.
Yeah, Michael Wood took a shot to the back.
We're going to sub in. Krebs is going to go out. Evans back into the game for the Raiders.
Kel Coates will check back in for Woods.
Bob McAdoo himself, he's in. Kel Coates coming in. Kel Coates has had some great offensive rebounds for the Mustangs tonight. And that's just, to me, just such a hustle stat on a night when we honor Mindy Cox. Kel Coates doing a little Mindy Cox impression tonight.
Absolutely.
Big three if it goes from Clayton. He was fouled, and Ndegwe not believing the call. He's gotten popped with the last two, and he's not a fan of either of those calls for sure. Great look at our partners down there in the corner. Boy, they've had it made, sitting down there making this call.
So I went and asked them about those headsets, if they were the same size, and they said they were. And I explained to them they looked a little different on the air. And Greg got a little upset.
Got offended?
Yeah. He said Terry had just a little peanut head. So that's
TV adds a few, right? I mean, that's what they say. I guess that's what Greg would say. Second free throw good. He gets 3, fouled on a 3-point shot, 10-point largest lead for the Mustangs. And this has kind of been the deficit. They've cut it to 3. They've been around 5 and 7, pushed to 10, now 11.
It's 9 for Turner. And
11 feels almost unsurmountable for Cleveland at this stage in the game. Only having 28 points. They've had good looks, they've had good opportunities, just nothing going for them.
Yeah. And they've done a great job, keeping Walker Valley offensively, keeping them out of rhythm. They just have not been able to score.
And tell us that stat again, Stephen, if you're just joining us. The lowest point total for the Mustangs this season, win or lose
is 56.
56 points.
Yep.
So it would be a tall test, long
Steph
3.
Curry shot that one from
long
Tarvers.
3 there. They need one of those to go in. It's going to be a tall task to get to 56 tonight with 5 minutes to go. The pace of this game, I would not anticipate that from the Mustangs. And again, put nothing past them. They've got the ability to do it. They've got the roster to do it. Missing a couple of pieces tonight. We've talked about Ashton Davis is out in street clothes tonight. Wyatt Keaton out. He's been out for the past few weeks. So a few missing pieces has led to a limited lineup tonight for Coach Campbell. And the facilitator being out too.
And this happens. I mean, like I said before, trying to keep them focused. Try to keep them focused and keep them challenged. And it's sometimes you go through the motions. And I mean, look at Kentucky up at Vanderbilt. Didn't even look like the same team that played in Knoxville. And so everyone has those nights. And for Walker Valley, that they may have one of those nights, but be able to survive with a victory.
11-point lead here. It feels like Cleveland's just kind of running out of opportunities as this game kind of gets into the waning moments. Davis, a tough jump shot in the lane. 16, I believe, for Davis. So he's had a tough 16. And you would almost say a quiet 16, but he's had some big buckets for Walker Valley tonight.
Especially the second half. What got him started, though, is when he got to the rim and finished well. Then after that, he's really kind of coming to his own.
And, you really highlighted that in the early discussions of the game and throughout the game. Both these teams, but especially Walker Valley, they've got to get to the rim. When trouble is brewing offensively, the cure can be found at the rim, and they've got to do that. Turner's done that a few times. Zach has done that a few times, but you got to feel like that's going to be something when they review this tape they're going to talk about.
Yeah, timeout Walker Valley, it looks like.
Timeout Walker Valley. We're going to take it with them. MixTV.tv. Well, thank you for joining us. It's a McDonald's timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds here to wrap up the second half of the fourth quarter.
Did you figure out what you're going to do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
You're watching MixTV.tv, the rivalry games driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, home of the lifetime warranty. I-75 exit 20 and cleveland-nissan.com.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
So Fruito's lying to us.
I think that's the play here. We're back, I believe. MixTV.tv. We are back here. 41-28 The score here, 4 minutes to go. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Cleveland with the ball, desperately trying to find an answer. Not going to go there. Let's do a player spotlight real quick. Stephen Shelton, one of the guys that was out tonight. Again, we'd love to get this from the Cleveland players and crew, but not able to do that, courtesy of Greg Phillips. So Wyatt Keaton, we'll spotlight him. He's out, bucket up and good. Davis, man, he's coming along strong. Wyatt Keaton, big time, loves to listen to music before the game. He's a snow skier, mountain biker when he's not playing basketball. Member of the Beta Club, STEM Leadership, and the Seal of Biliteracy. No idea what that is, but I think it sounds pretty impressive. Greatest basketball player of all time, Shelton. Unfortunately, LeBron James. LeBron James. So, Wyatt, you're wrong. So, you're not correct there. We love you, but you're not correct. His favorite sports memory going to state last year. Mustangs were in the state, ran into a tough Oak Ridge team. He'll be going to Tennessee Tech next year. And shout out to one of his individuals that has encouraged him the most, Paul Salzville. So Coach Salzville, U.S. history teacher here at Walker Valley. Lee also teaches some Lee classes. So shout out to Paul Salzville. Love doing that, spotlighting some of our players. That's what we're doing here. We love bringing you this game, but of course we are excited to bring you a spotlight on players as best we can. We'll spotlight Ashton Davis here. Apparently he's going to go back to the line with a technical foul. Shelton, pick up on any of that?
Yeah, I don't know where it came from. Had to be the bench. That's all I know. Davis, that gives him 20 tonight with that free throw, so that's more than his season average for a guy that started out very, very slow. He's really picked it up in this second half.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 20 points, could be 21 here, but it's been an interesting 21 points for him. Just again, not a lot of continuity to it, but he's been there when the Mustangs needed a strong basket.
And I think the individuals here in this gym are starting to sense it a little bit. They're starting to scurry.
46-28. You know, we talked about probably not going to hit 56. Well, it's possible. They may do it. So they've the fourth quarter, at least offensively, has been the best for the Mustangs. So they are within striking distance. This will help. Couldn't make it. Rebound again. Tell you what, that's been a big part of the second half surge for the Mustangs. The offensive rebounding, second chance points, Stephen.
Yeah, 23 for Davis. He's really played well in the second half, and you're right. They have crashed the boards here. They got to the rim. We talked about that. They did everything they could to get them going, and then offensively, Cleveland just has not been able to do anything. Offensively, they've got 4 points here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot to be positive about for the Raiders for sure, and there are parts of this that you like, but you can sense they are searching for that playmaker, so to speak. They're searching for that offensive alpha that everything can flow off of, and it's just tough when you don't have that at this point. Not saying it's not on the roster, it certainly could be. But it seems like Coach Pride is searching for that individual right now.
Yeah, you have someone that the offense flows through. That doesn't mean they have to score every time, but they're the ones that is able to facilitate the logistics of your offense.
Yep.
You've got to have that guy or player. And so I just think that for Cleveland, that's one of the pieces they're missing. Other than that, I mean, the athleticism is there. They play hard. Coach Pride's team plays hard no matter what the scoreboard says.
48-29 is what the scoreboard says right now. A long three from Yulo.
I'm going to say that Coach Campbell didn't have that one on his bingo card tonight.
No, big smile though from Yulo and maybe some of his teammates. Coach Campbell didn't smile, I don't think, but Roman Yulo tried the three, not to be. Cleveland again still chipping away, looking inside. It'll be Evans. Evans, a nice player for them. He'll go up and under, and he again draws another foul. And you got to wonder, hey, they went away from Evans. Evans was a nice piece for them early in the first quarter, and then Evans kind of faded away. Now he's a sophomore, and he's a good athlete. Not exactly your 6'6" guy. He'll grow into that frame, but he's a good body and knows what to do. Obviously, Randy Evans knew what to do, so Diana has known what to do. So he's got some good blood and good heritage in him. Flood of new Raiders into the game. Let's see if we can get those individuals. 21, Andrew Johnson into the game. 11, Ben DeLoach into the game. Landon Pride into the game. Rebound will come off to the Mustangs. Beavers still on the court. And so Cleveland will finish in a man. They'll go underneath to Wood. And he'll throw it off of the Cleveland Raider player. Stay with Walker Valley. So into the game is number 5, Krebs. He'll come back into the game.
Now this was a, you talk about at halftime. This 5-point game at halftime. Stretch this to 18, outscoring them by 13 in the second half. Walker Valley's done a nice job there of kind of getting themselves again getting to the rim.
Yeah. Great wraparound pass there from Davis to Wood. Wood finishes strong, and a quick 30-second timeout from Coach Campbell. I think he wants to just get some subs into the game as this one is pretty much wrapped up, 50-30, under 2 minutes to go, and a quick timeout. We'll keep it here. Shelton, just kind of your thoughts on as we wrap up this game and look forward to next week's game. You talked about that broadcast, Bradley Cleveland at Cleveland. It's a big game.
Oh, yeah, on the girls' side, that's it. That's for all the marbles next Friday night. We'll also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Bradley Central comes here on Tuesday night. So Bradley Central at Walker Valley Tuesday night. MixedTV.tv will be right back here Tuesday, and then we'll be with Walker Valley at Cleveland. Bradley at Cleveland Friday night. So a big busy night of MixedTV.tv next week for basketball and high school basketball, and we'll be here Tuesday night at Walker Valley, Friday night at Cleveland High School.
Well, I thought we were going to see some subs for the Mustangs, but not to be. So timeout from Coach Campbell, maybe just some last-minute instructions. I'm not sure, but 50-30 your score, a minute and a half to go. Mustangs, Saulsville on the court, Wood, Harrison Yost, Turner Clayton, and Ashton Davis still in the game. 3 shots coming here for Braden Beavers. Fouled on the 3, second one good. And third shot on the way. Missed that one.
Nice tip by Woods. Still Walker Valley playing hard.
Yeah, Walker Valley playing hard, 50-32 for the Mustangs. They're going to take this one and add to the win column. A district win. Saulsville with another 3. This one's good. 14-13 for Saulsville, who started the game with a 3, started the second quarter with a 3, and a 3 in the fourth quarter. That's going to be a turnover. So 53-32, a minute to go here in this game. Thank you for joining us here on the broadcast, whether it's here or if you've joined our radio team, Terry Evans, Greg Phillips, or if you've joined us here in person. We've had a tremendous crowd tonight. It's been a lot of fun. We talked about it at the Bradley game. It's always better when you've got just that great crowd participation. You've got, your kids show up, your community shows up, and games like this are tons of fun. So it's cold outside, good place to be, and these teams played hard for the individuals that had to hand $5 over to Mike Turner.
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
that's a tough give, That's a rebound up and good. 55-32. Starters remain in here for the Walker Valley Mustangs. We've got one in there, number 12.
They're trying to get that average up here.
Yeah, we've got a couple of guys in. Let's see, 12. We're going to hit 50. Well, it's going to be close. Maybe they've got their eye on the scoreboard. They got 55 and 25 seconds to go. Here we go. This is the one I'm waiting for right here. Number 20, Davis Inslee. The Davis Inslee. So the Raiders hoping to get one more shot. Beavers' long 3 is good. Cut it to 20, and here you go. This will be the possession to see if they can surpass their lowest point total of the year. They're going to go ahead to Davis Inslee. Nope, not going to happen. So a steal, a layup, that's going to be the ball game. All right, we're going to take a break here. MixedTV.tv. We'll be back and wrap it up, give you some stats, and finish up Rivalry night.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians from $22.17 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply at Duracell.com.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
You're watching the Leisure Time Bowling postgame show on MixTV.tv. Take your crew to Leisure Time Bowling on Keith Street this weekend.
All right, welcome back, MixTV.tv. Thank you for joining us here on Rivalry Night. We got the Hardee's Feed You're Happy, the Bump In Hardee's highlights. So some highlights tonight all the way around, and Shelton offensively, it was tough sledding to get some offensive highlights for this team, at least early.
Oh yeah, it's first half scoreboard at halftime was 21-16 Walker Valley. That's not the way we thought this thing would go, but Walker Valley there start to kind of get it going, and Salisbury hits some threes. Salisbury ended the game with 15 for Walker Valley. He played really well. Zach Davis with 23, Turner Clayton with 9, Michael Wood with 6, and Kel Coates with 2. So it's again, good night for Walker Valley, a strange night for Walker Valley. Yeah. We talked about how that Cleveland will take you out of what you're wanting to do, but Walker Valley was finally able to get themselves to the rim. We talked about that in the first half. They were able to do that, and then kind of some shots started falling here with Zach Davis for the big three, and that kind of was the clincher there. So it's again, Walker Valley will continue on this journey of trying to get through the district, and go into the district tournament as the number 1 seed overall. But they will have 2 games next week, and then they'll be ready to go for that postseason, start that postseason run.
All right, so it's time for the Chick-fil-A move of the game.
Let's see what Fruit Loop has picked, because we didn't pick this one, so we're going Fruit Loop tonight. Fruit Loop saying it's Turner Clayton. Yep, big three here, and this is the shot. Really,
yep.
It was over at that point with
that's
Zach.
right.
Yep.
That pushed it to a 10-point lead, and that was the pivotal moment because they had cut it. It was a drive to cut it to 5. Michael Wood had the big block, start the run out, and turned into a 3. So it went from it could have been a 5-point game with a lot of momentum to a 10-point game, and that was pretty much it. The star of the game, Mayfield Dairy. Star of the game, Sheldon.
Well, I've got to go Zach Davis, 23 points. I mean, it's hard to say anyone else. I will say this. If I have a honorable mention, it's Isaac Salisbury tonight. I thought he really played well. He hit some big shots. He crashed the boards. They passed the ball well. But Zach Davis just really, that second half, put this team on his shoulders and said, I've got it from here, boys. And so, again, and you're talking about the pivotal 3 that he hit down there, that was kind of the backbreaker for this Cleveland Raider team that continues to improve, Denny. They continue to get better each and every time out. But no, again, final score here, Walker Valley 55-37. They march on here for the last 2 games of the season.
Zach Davis, the star of the game, a big night for him all the way around as we celebrate his 1,000th career point. The junior on the board with that, and the star of the game. He helps lead his team to a 55-37 win and a crosstown rivalry victory. We are so thankful for you joining us, and we hope you join us next week. We've got 2 broadcasts, starting with Tuesday night. Will be Bradley back here at Walker Valley. That's a Tuesday night game. Again, another part of the rivalry series. And then Friday night will be Bradley at Cleveland. So that game will, I promise you want to get there early for the girls' game. It'll be one of the biggest girls' games we've had in this district in many, many years. So a couple of good rivalry games next week as we march toward tournament time. And it's going to be a special, special season in this area. As I promise you, we're going to have some teams move forward and advance and look forward to Murfreesboro, Shelton. So it's been an honor and a privilege to do this game tonight. We thank you for joining us. We understand with our weather coverage, we've got snowflakes on the ground.
We do have some snow falling. That's what Fruit Loop told us.
Thanks, Fruit Loops. Hey, on a serious note, we appreciate our guys in the box on the cameras, doing all of the things that it takes to make this happen. We just show up and run our mouths, and so we're appreciative of everybody that participates in this. Thank you for joining us here on MixTV.tv. For everyone at the station and here at Walker Valley, I'm Danny Collins along with Stephen Shelton. Thank you and have a great night. Enjoy the snow.